Yeah, I'll be starting up real soon. I'm just making sure that everything else that doesn't need to be open is closed. And you can hear it. I know you can hear it, because it's blasting in my ears. It is time. For Digimon World Dawn to have officially started its Let's Play. It's part of my collaboration with the good man Vermilingus. This is so obnoxiously loud in my ears. Yeah, we're gonna be playing Digimon World Dawn. This is one of my favorite games. Just on the DS. Obviously, I said that about Custom Robo. And this is no different. To be perfectly honest, this is really no different. One of the two games that I got so much time in, and obviously this is the community voted game. The second highest game, but we've obviously finished the first one. Mega Man Battle Network 6 has long come to a close, and Digimon, as promised, has arrived. And yes, it is Hey Digimon. So I'll be honest, I already forgot that this was a thing that we were supposed to be doing. So I haven't put much thought into what I was gonna pick. Probably was just gonna go with Balance Pack because Agumon's super versatile, Gatomon's super versatile. This team sucks. This, like, no one would willingly pick the speed team. And just attack speed, balance, attack, speed, weeb. You know, the 4 elements. I'm gonna be going with Balance Pack. To be honest, I'm just gonna rock. I'm just gonna rock the simple ones, with the exception of Angelomon, because Ange is just a bad name. Played through the original with Insects and Machines. That's actually way easier on Dusk because of where you start. Oh, it feels good to be back in this game. Eli, you're late. What are you doing? Today's the normal tournament, and it's started already. What now? It's the match between Lightfang and our enemy, Nightcrow. What are you doing, Eli? You're late. The Group B tournament has already started. Your participation is Lightfang as well, right? This game you can move with analog stick, right? I'm not tripping, you just have to drag it around. You're always this way, really, Eli. Take being a Lightfang more seriously. The Nightcrow will laugh at you. Well, hurry up and go. Let's move it. Pulsar radiates the big almond energy. The Group A champ has already been decided. It's Nightcrow called Sayo. Look at all these Chad Digimon. Tanpei, you better win no matter what. Take that Nightcrow Newton and crush him. Go, Monodramon. You can beat Kokuamon. Go, Monodramon. Tanpei, finish it now. That's it, there. What? Hey. Ruh-roh. He's dead, Jim. You lost. What happened, Tanpei? That's 2 straight losses for Lightfang. Anyway, let's hurry and get back to the Lightfang waiting room. I'm sure Chief Glare is waiting for you. Let's move it. Hurry. Alright, so something very important There is no options menu. Or if there is, I can't access it yet. To be honest, I'm not actually even going to muck around with anything. We're just going to start the story because this game takes a while to kick in. Eli, over here. Everyone's waiting. Eli, we just barely made it. You're up next. Be careful and stay calm. Lifetime currently has 2 straight losses. Nightcrow only needs 1 more to win the whole thing. We need you to stop that from happening. I'm sure you can do it. We can't afford another loss, but Eli, if you fight carefully, I'm sure you can win. If you win 3 in a row, you can be Group B champ. I'm sorry, Chief Blair of Fanimon. Darn, Monojimon hit Kakuamon with a lethal blow. I should have won that. I can't believe a Lifehang lost to Nightcrow. Tanpei, what a disgrace. How could you be so hard on him, Cheetah? Even you. Yeah, Cheetah, why are you one to talk? Weren't you the one who lost so easily to Nightcrow? Well, even you, Komachi. Yeah, I never thought I would lose to Newton. Darn, I don't even know what to do about it. Lifehang should be proud. Tanpei, Cheetah, all of you fought well for background characters. You all fought so well that it's hard to believe that Eli's actually going to carry you all the way out of normal rank. Regardless of the outcome, your teamwork with your Digimon was pretty good. And Eli, we still have you, a main character. Give it your all, Eli, you're our only hope. Do your best, win no matter what. Eli, good luck. Don't get hurt. You better not lose to Nightcrow. Eli, we're counting on you. Get them back for us. Alright, gang. As the designated main character of the story, we have to literally stop our team from going 0-3 and getting skunked in the bracket.
Hey, you Lightfang, get over here. I'm Newton. I'll defeat you and win 3 in a row, and then I'll be the Group B champ in the normal tournament.
That guy, what a jerk. How frustrating. Newton's a loser. Eli, you can take him. Newton, you lose. You can use the fight command. Shut up. I don't need this tutorial from you. This will determine whether Newton will be able to make it to the finals. Will Eli be able to stop him? Alright, both of you. Ready, begin! I love that he just Shoryukens to start fights. He truly is the Ken of this game. Alright. Also, I want to point out he has 1 and we have 3. Also, Holy, like, Celestial Cross is just so much more efficient than Holy Arrow for MP. Well then. I do not remember this going that way. I felt like that, well, you've been playing battles on 400% speed. To be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that it will destroy the audio, I would also opt for 400% speed sometimes. It's mostly the grinding. The grinding is going to be, but don't worry, we have the latent ability of the DS Pro direct from Malaysia to be able to blast through. Newton of the Nightcrow, who had won 2 straight in a row in Group B of the normal tournament, is defeated by Eli of the Lightfang. Nice going, Eli. Oh, I mean, I'll be honest, it might be the point where we're grinding for Species XP that it's time to hit the turbo button. Yeah, good job, Eli. Yeah, take that, Nightcrow. You guys can't beat me. Alright, well that was tragic.
Darn, I let my guard down. I underestimated the Lightfang. But you guys are... The Nightcrow guys are stronger than me. See you later.
The next tamer is Ponch of the Nightcrow.
Newton, that fool. I can't believe he lost to this one. He's still an amateur. It's a given to be able to beat the Lightfang. There's no way you can lose. Eli, just ignore all of his talk. Don't let him provoke you. Yeah, Eli, crush the Nightcrow. You could, Now, let's begin the next match for Group B of the normal tournament. This is the second match for Eli.
Here we go, both of you. Ready? Begin! Alright. It's Gabumon with the fur. And then it's Mamiteramon. Okay. So this means, by default, at least 2 people will get to attack. I don't remember what he's weak to. This is his strong element, so it's not going to do crazy amounts, but it hits twice. Scaling Digimon in the animations is so long, it's my least favorite part about the game so far. I mean, there is something nice about it the first times, but when you're just going through it, it gets kind of rough. Alright, so Holy just kind of slaps right now. We've been going big crit. We've been big crit gaming. And 16 hours ago, Mafia Goat 1 hit me with the follow, probably from the Patchwork tournament where I was casting yesterday. Much appreciated. But Eli, have the like fang. Yeah, that's respectable. I felt like there was a way to skip it, but I don't remember what that would be. In the Group B of the normal tournament, Punch of the Night Crow is defeated by Eli of the Life Fang. That's 2 in a row. Nice going, Eli. Referee biased. SMH. Yay, 2 straight wins. Eli, you're amazing. Wow, I'm so excited. No way, how could I lose? Especially to the likes of Light Fang. Impossible. The next tamer is Guts of the Night Crow. Eli of the Light Fang, your winning streak stops right now. I'm the star of the Night Crow with the future Platinum Tamer. You can't beat the super cool me. Put that guy in his place, Eli. 3 wins in a row, Eli. Light Fang rules. Eli, go hard, but don't overexert yourself. Was that a tutorial? I don't need that. Now let's focus on our attention on the normal tournament, and Eli, who only needs 1 more win to get to the finals. Alright, both of you, ready, begin! Damn, this really, this is really kind of rough. Ooh, Golemon? Volcanomon? And... Alright, we're gonna... All of the Earth dudes have been getting rolled by, Yep. This one down. Try Revolver. Winning punch. This is insulting. Yo, let's use our... No, never mind. Grand Cross. And it was that easy. The background characters be relegated to being background characters. Winner, Eli of the Light Fang. The champ of Group B of the normal tournament is Eli of the Light Fang. Nice going, Eli. Eli wins 3 in a row and makes it to the finals. The tournament I started just turned into Lilymon and got a healing spell. Nice. To be honest, I forgot there was healing spells even in the game. They're so infrequent. Yeah, Eli, you're amazing. You did it, Eli. That was a great battle. How could the super wonderful me lose? I could have won easily if it was Pulsar instead of Eli. What did you say? I wouldn't lose to you. The Night Crow is a good point. Even I can't deny that. Machi, how could you say that? That's cold. I assume I have to talk to the background characters. You fought well. It was a good match. Hello. You did well. Good luck, Eli. Good luck in the normal tournament finals. Well, 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 would you look at that? I've got enough points to make you dab. Well, 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 that's enough points to, get yourself timed out in chat for the low, low cost of 750 mono coins. And 2,000 of bends. But how are you doing, Fluffy? Welcome to the chat. I'm sure you can become the normal tournament champ. Hello, Lightfang. Are you sure about that? The Nightcrow aren't so weak. And it's Chaos Gallantmon. I'm doing alright. Hay fever is starting to slowly disappear. Well, if it isn't Chief Julia and Chaos Gallantmon of the Nightfang. Chief Glare and Afanimon. The Lightfang fight well. I never imagined we would lose the spot of Group B champ. Well, we can't just lose to the Nightcrow all of the time. And Lightfang never give up in a pinch. Indeed, the Lightfang are doing well. But the Nightcrow are doing just as well. Sayo, the champ of Group A, is particularly impressive. You're right, Julia. Sayo, the champ of Group A, fought very well. Thank you, Chief Julia, Chief Glare. But I still got a lot to learn. So, you're Eli, champ of Group B. I'm Sayo, of the Nightcrow, champ of Group A. And, yo, MZ Kalim, what up, Zach? Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, enjoy your stay. How are you doing, my man? Well, the next match of the final match of Normal Tournament, I look forward to a good battle. Fight to the best of your ability as a proud tamer. Yeah, must be nice to not have hay fever. I'm waiting on these drugs to be kicking in, like, for real. Breathing is nice. I'm also trying to, like, not just, like, have a drippy nose on camera. It truly be rough out here. Gamers be oppressed. It's resub. I've got some money left over from buying webcam from conference calls. You were able to purchase a webcam in this day and age? That's impressive. I hope it wasn't one of those weird, like, Amazon front page cameras that I'm seeing now that just, like, definitely created in Hong Kong for 13 pence. I will, Chief Julia, Chief Glare. I'll do my best. You can count on me. What have you been up to lately, Zach? Be careful. Sayo is strong. When you're ready, go to the waiting room. Fair. Where you been working nowadays? It's barely functional, but I don't mind. Fair enough. You know, I guess as long as it gets the job done, it doesn't have to be some super high-end one. Especially if it's not like your main point of work, I guess. Are you ready to go to the battle stage? I am ready to go. I do not feel like talking to the background characters. Alright then, good luck. Fair. You've been staying safe out there. I know it's it definitely rough at the moment for just everyone. Actually, didn't you do that like when you left Ricky? So you've been in the force for a while now, haven't you? Eli, you have to win. Go give it your all. Let's get some momentum in the normal tournament. Lightfang will win the bronze tournament tomorrow. Eli of the Lightfang, let's go. Now for the final match in the normal tournament, Group A champ Sayo of the Nightcrow and Group B champ Eli of the Lightfang have both gotten to this point with ease. There will be an interesting matchup. Who will be the winner? Are you ready? Let's start this battle. Ready? Begin! I was legitimately worried for a second. You started reading Shaman King after the anime got announced? Nice. Sayo's team's actually really, like, solid. I think hers is the speed team. When Connor plays at 9, I guess we'll get to check. But I think it's the speed team. So we'll run this one down mid. Oh, the stun. You love to see it. Whoops. I meant to shift that one left, but I didn't. It is what it is. Alright, we're gonna get hit by Lila Shower. That's gonna hit the 1 and 3. Oh my days! Why are they going for my boy like this? Okay, poison, that's kind of inconvenient. Yeah. Damn, and just like that, we, yeah, and I've got no revives either. That's just, he just straight up is missing out on the XP for this fight. So let's find out how much damage Tri-Revolver would have done if it actually connected. Okay, that poison's not too bad. Pollen Spray, that's gonna be bad. Paralysis is ass. Burst Otaku. Okay, now we're just gonna go for Tri-Revolver. We're gonna get our MP back real soon anyway, so... Power Blaster. Okay, this Lynam will be putting in work. Paralyzed, smiley face. Tri-Revolver. Hey, alright. So we lost Chronomon. It do be unlucky. It do be unlucky. You missed the boxing cactus there? Yeah, I mean... Togemon is a solid design. It's such a cool concept, just having such a fast boxer. She's got some range stuff, but then if you got in and you try and get in there, you go for the grapple. She's covered in spikes. What are you gonna do? We call him Bud Lightmon. The champion of the normal tournament is Eli. Eli of the Light Fang. Congratulations. So that was like a cheering sound effect, but that was like dwarfed by the BGM not getting reduced at all. That was an excellent battle, Eli. Well done, Eli. Glory to the Light Fang. But how could I... Congratulations, Eli of the Light Fang. You beat me this time, but it won't happen again next time. I don't like that everyone is of the Light Fang. It's like, is this my surname now? Thanks for the great match. It was a good fight. I was able to see how strong the Nightcrow really are. Same to you, Chief Blair and Ophanimon. Good job, Eli. It was a good battle. Well done, Eli. Looks like you and Sayo are going to be good rivals. Thanks to you, Sayo will probably become a good tamer. Thank you, Eli. We'll be seeing you around. Well, it's time to get back to Dark Moon City. I look forward to the bronze tournament tomorrow. I actually really like Chief Julia's design. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Itachi of the Sharingan. You shady character. Settle down. Who are you? You can't escape today. You can't escape, bet. Chief Julio, who was that? There's been some strange activity inside the servers recently. I'm worried about Dark Moon City. What's this all about? I better be careful. You're right, Chief Claire. Let's be careful. Well, thanks for everything today. See you tomorrow. Eli, you did very well today. Your matches were worthy of the opening day. Gal, Lila, tomorrow is the bronze tournament. I'm counting on the both of you. The Nightcrow and Lightfang are old rivals. Winning is important, but even more so is to have a good match. Leave it to us. We'll show the Nightcrow just how strong Lightfang are. We won't lose to some Nightcrow. Sit back and watch. We'll win. Good. We're counting on you. Get some rest today. Dismissed. Eli, I'd like you to stay. Rutroll. We have something to talk to you about. Yeah, I get so, but I also, like, they're really hammering home that you are from the Light Fang and they are from the Night Crow really hard. I guess that it's because this game is a standalone story, even though it's part of the Digimon World like series. So they just gotta like push the narrative very, very fast. But yes, I get it. We're red team, they're blue team. You don't need to say it every time you say my name. My man, I'm just Eli. I'm just trying to chill. I'm not trying to represent my whole family or whatever we are. Eli, I'm concerned with the strange guy you saw after the match. The suspicious activity in Dark Moon. We've heard the rumor here even in Sunshine. The Digimon in the city supposedly witnessed it. I wasn't really concerned with it, but if the same thing is happening in Dark Moon, that's a different story. What Chief Julia said, suspicious activity inside the server. Eli, we'll just keep note of it, but don't you tell anyone about it. We don't want to spread any rumors. Well, let's end this conversation now, Eli. Time to give you a gift for your good work. I've sent it to the Tamer home. Go back and take a look. Pretty sure there's no link between any of them in the World Series, it's just Western titles linking them together. I believe that is correct. The only like continuous story that I can think of is the Cyber Sleuth series, which is continuous only in terms of timeline rather than having relations to characters. But I believe the two sidekicks from the first game, I've gone the wrong way. I believe the two sidekicks from the first game are in there. KnT Mini with the posture check. You got it, Chief. Sit up nice and straight. Oh, Eli. Hey, Eli, you got a gift, didn't you? What did you get? Don't hide it. It could be anything for doing so well. I'm jealous. What could the gift be? You're so lucky, Eli. A special gift, isn't it? It must be something amazing. How lucky. Instead of being jealous, why don't you guys get stronger? You have to try harder. Komachi, who are you to talk? You lost to Newton. I won 2 matches. I'm not like you. Yeah, he radiates Armin energy. He's 100% a background character. I better get back to home and check on the Digimon. I'm gonna raise a Digimon that will surprise Chief Glare. Eli, I'll see you later. Hey, Komachi, wait. Later, Eli. See you tomorrow. We should get home. See you later. Yes, big on background characters. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Digimon World Dawn and Dusk, this is the plaza, I believe. And if you go here, you can go to the market where you can get different things. These back two are for the islands. Oh, you know what? That's probably what we're about to unlock. And the front two are equipment and consumables. And if you go down to this pink square here, it will teleport you to your Tamer home. Very nice chill place. And our lovely little Gatomon. Congratulations, Eli. Hi, Gatomon, I'm proud to be your Navi Digimon at the home. And Eli, a gift for your great performance. We received a Farm Island card. Good for you. Now you're the owner of a Farm Island. Go to the farm shop later and exchange the Farm Island card for a Farm Island. It'll be nice to access Farm Island with this DigiFarm PC. I can't wait. A Farm Island has many functions to raise a Digimon. If you take a Digimon you raised on Farm Island and use the DNA Digivolve on it on the Digilab PC over here, you might get an amazing Digimon. See, Eli, I can't wait. I do be sleepy though. Are you sleepy? I see. You're tired from the normal tournament. Go sleep early so you get enough rest. Good night. You did really well today. Oh, make sure you keep warm when you go to sleep. I mean, in this weather, that shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, no, we got a pretty nice seaside house. Tomorrow is the bronze tournament. I think it's gonna be Gao and Lila. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I would love to. I would like to be in the tournament. Speaking of bronze, the Night Crow have been Tsukakio and Kumi.
I'm sure it'll be a good match. I can't wait. I'm excited. I don't think I can sleep tonight.
Hey,
How goes it being city guard? It must be tough. It's all part of the job, but I'm okay. If everyone can feel safe, I'm fine. But something's been bothering me. It's just one of those feelings. You know, I've been feeling uneasy too. I wonder if it's because of the tournaments. The normal tournament was really exciting. Yeah, especially like Eli. Which team do you think will win the next matchup?
Well, you can't underestimate the Night Crow.
There's no DNA Digivolve in the original? That's rough. The game gives you access to it straight away in Dawn and Dusk. There's not much you can do with it for a long time because obviously you have to meet the requirements, but you have access to it at the beginning. The alarm, what's going on? I don't know, what happened? The city alarm never went off before? Contact the other officers to find out what's happening right away, hurry. Hey, who are you? You look suspicious. Sunshine is beyond this point. I can't allow anyone suspicious through. Don't move, I can't let someone like you pass. We won't let you into Sunshine City. Don't underestimate the city's security. The shield can't be penetrated. Oh, what a good soundtrack. Something has happened in the city. City security was attacked by a virus. Everyone in city has turned into a Digi-Egg. The security at home has also been affected by the virus. Your Digimon has turned back into a rookie. Even if the strict security of the Tamer home is like this, the city must be in even worse shape. I'm sure even the farm shop is closed. Even though you got a Farm Island count as a tournament gift, you won't be able to get a Farm Island. How unfortunate. And anyway, you should go check on the city. If you're ever low on HP and MP, you can come back to the home and restore them. So come back to see me often. Please. Alright, so now, this is why we have Coronamon, Rise Greymon, or Rise the Agumon, and then Kari. Because unlike the first time I played this game, I fully understood that I was going to be having my ass kicked right back to rookie level straight away. It's also why they allow Coronamon to just be that lower level rookie. So that way he's actually useful after everyone gets kicked back, because when you Digivolve and de-Digivolve in this game, your level is reset to 1. Unlike in Pokemon, where it's a linear progression, the moment you change forms, you're getting your ass kicked right back down to level 1. But if you're Digivolving, your stats will stay basically at what they were when you Digivolve, so there'll be a lot of instances in this game where you see me de-Digivolve or Digivolve for no reason. Because for a quick run through of the stats, attack, pretty simple. Defense, pretty simple. Spirit is one of these JRPG fake stats that don't mean anything but do actually mean a lot. So Spirit is one of those stats that sometimes, especially spellcaster Digimon, will want to be high in order to allow them to Digivolve. But Spirit effectively acts as a 1.3-ish times modifier to your attack stat. So it's like having another attack stat, but it's very, very weak. And I see that Feeling the Niche has arrived with Juan Waifu. Thank you very much for the host. How are you doing today, Cameron? But yeah, Spirit is one of those fake RPG stats that's sort of like a soft modifier to attack. And then Speed is your speed stat. Very, very simple. Aptitude is the maximum level that this Digimon can hit. So he will stop leveling up at level 22. But if we check his Digivolution route, level 18 is where he can Digivolve into Greymon. And level 20, when your friendship levels, friendship 60%, and defense is at 90, it can go down the Geo Greymon route. Vampires and Total Warhammer 2 are bastards. Fair enough. So the reason that you might want to de-digivolve in this game is your aptitude can go up when you digivolve, but it goes up a lot more by de-digivolving. So there'll be instances where you might not be able to hit the level cap. Say Geo Greymon required you to be level 24. I would have to go to Greymon, then back to Agumon, and then Geo Greymon. We have the Lich King 696 with the follow. Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. Enjoy your stay. It is a Digimon stream, as promised to the community. The second most voted game, Digimon World Dawn, is now the game we are going to be playing. And not just that, just like the day will go on from dawn to dusk. I will be passing off to Vermilingus over 9 p.m. Around about 9 p.m. and he's going to be playing Digimon World Dusk, so you can get both flavors of this game. You can get the sunshine and the darkness. Both of us are going to be going through our 2 different playthroughs of the game, trying to stay somewhat in sync. And then hopefully if we can get netplay working on the DS Pro. It's very finicky, but if we can get it working, maybe we'll do a couple of battles midway through. I personally am going to aim for the platinum rank. But we'll see how it goes. We might try and do it no death. No death, we'll see, with the exception of maybe there's a way that you can cheese this game towards the end for massive XP. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I might no death it outside of cheesing that. You know what? I'm just gonna head to Chief Glaire's office because I don't really remember. You never fully beaten it because the bosses are broken. Well, don't you worry. I am really good at this game, so we will almost definitely go through this without getting rolled, unless I bite off more than I can chew. Something's in my head, trying to take over my mind. No, can't lose. Must get rid of the virus data that has entered. Won't last much longer like this. I love the laugh on the virus. Eli, be careful. This one's no ordinary Digimon. It's actually also just not a Digimon. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Also, chat, I want you to know we are 4 emotes away from everyone being given access to this monstrosity. Also, everyone that has donated over 1,000 bits has permanent access to it at the moment, but because I think it's more realistic that people will want to do it off of the subs, I'm going to be throwing Vmon Pog over to sub very, very soon. So look forward to that. I'm going to be trying to hit it soon-ish. How much mana do I have? I have 289. So I'll spend the extra cash. But yeah, Vmon Pog is going to be getting added to your Twitch Prime very, very soon. 1 damage, huh? Oh my days, these characters are not going to live through this encounter. They're just not going to live through this encounter at all. I feel like I was supposed to have grinded, but there's no way I could have grinded because the story is just like, yo, stay on the railroad. I'm going to check and see how much damage this does. You prefer Lunamon to Coronamon? That is fair. I like the final form of Coronamon's line more than Lunamon's line, but yeah, no, I think Dusk actually has the stronger starter picks, just in terms of just niceness. But the versatility that you get off of having an Agumon is so useful. Yeah, I think I am supposed to win this one because it only targeting Coronamon when it could just clap the other two is kind of sus. However, being poisoned, not great. Okay, well, we'll just keep at it and see how it goes. I'm not doing anything ridiculous like Nuzlocking. Mostly because we'd already be screwed because Coronamon got one tapped in Sayo's fight. I would really like you to not do that. Ooh, cool bat. Okay, that only did 17 light resist down. Coronamon, you are our main source of damage. You kept getting that prompt, what does looking elsewhere mean? So basically, very, very similar to how Pokemon works. You have a friendship, a hidden friendship. Well, actually, it's not hidden. You can't see it in battle, but there is a friendship stat that you have, signified by 3 hearts. If your friendship is too low, you may get instances where the Digimon just refuses to listen to you, be it looking elsewhere. If it gets confused, it can be caught looking elsewhere. It's just another one of those punishment things where you have a random chance of stuff going wrong. Yeah, I figured that out quite late into Digimon. It was because I was doing the strat. Well, we discovered a farming strat where you get X-way through the boss, and because it's a multi-stage boss, it gives you XP at each stage, and then you intentionally throw the last stage. Because of that, it was dragging my friendship down, so the one time I was actually ready to fight it, he just looked elsewhere when the final boss had like 2 HP, and then we wiped, and I was like, I was genuinely baffled. And also, this is starting to go not great. I would really like Coronamon to maybe start behaving. You're being out DPS'd by Lalamon. And the game clearly knows. She's dead, Jim. Coronamon, that's entirely on you. Ah, that's a good hit. We go with the critical and Gatling. You have no idea what's going on. You just want to get more coins. Respectable. Well, the game has just started. We just unlocked a new move. I mashed. All right, he's teleported off. I'm saved. You did it. Thank you, Eli. You're a lifesaver. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. So, what was that thing anyway? I don't know, but there's no doubt it was trying to take over our minds. At any rate, check on City. If there are any injured, they'll need to be rescued. Why do I have to check the systems? This is such a hassle. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't do anything so tedious. Tanpei, Cheetah, don't talk like that. This is also important work for the Union. Since we're back at home, nothing happened to us, but the others took severe damage. Eli, Pulsar, Chief Glare wants to see you. Alright, let's go, Almond. I like that the game did the actually, no, wait, she walked with us. I thought this was going to be the game's way of not knowing how to get us to walk through her. We don't know who the enemy is yet, but the virus program has caused serious damage to the city systems. Access zone is not functioning. Shine W area, Shine S area, Shine N area can't be accessed. And communication is cut off. It's bad. In addition, the center bridge is blocked from traffic. Sunshine and Dark Moon are completely cut off from each other. The only places we're able to restore are the link between city and Digi area in 3 places. Login Mountain, Chip Forest, and Thriller Ruins. Eli, I'd like you to go check Login Mountain. I want you to search for any leads about the enemy. I don't think destroying city is their only objective. Chief Glare, let us go too. We can help, right everyone? Chief Glare, I request permission also. Request denied. You all have work to do restoring city. It's also too dangerous outside for you to investigate. We'll be okay. We will. Yeah, we'll be fine. But I want to be with everybody. No, if you guys go, there'll be more casualties. Okay, fine. Forget it. Let's go, everyone. The background character discourse begins this early into the story. You love to see it.
I understand how they feel, but there's no choice. And the shops, farms, and Digilab have also been restored, but there are still other areas that need to be checked out, so we still need them. Well then, Eli, I'd like to ask you again, go and investigate Login Mountain and be careful. Alright, so we are union workers. And what we're going to do is we're first going to go get our Digi Farm. Very, very importante. And as promised from before, everyone that is a sub or a VIP will be able to claim a Digimon name for themselves. Actually, let's start a quest as well. How come I can't access it? Never mind. The game won't let us start quests just yet. We may actually have to do the Login Mountain quest first. I thought she said the shop was accessible. I'm pretty sure she said the shop was accessible. We're in a cutscene, so I guess we're gonna do it. What should I do? Hey, Padaman, what should I buy? I managed to save enough bits to buy a farm island. What should I do next? A farm island is a basic island. You should renovate the island with the farm shop, or go to the goods shop and buy farm goods. It's hard to decide what to do at first. The only thing I was confused about in Digimon World Dawn and Dusk is how DNA Digivolutions worked. I could never figure out how they worked. Well, don't you worry, Lich King. We are going to do a lot of DNA Digivolutions. Because if it wasn't clearly obvious from the fact that the first Digimon thing that became available is this beautiful, beautiful man right here. Vmon, I am a huge Vmon fan. I love him dearly. And obviously that man's whole series is about DNA Digivolution. So we're going to be doing a crap load of them. We will end this game with an Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. I can tell you that, which means we're going to need Omnimon. We're going to need Imperial Dramon. Good stuff if your Prime was available. Maybe went over to our Lord and Savior next time to say your name. I respect it. You know, the sub has been put to good use. And Sexy Rexy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Vmon, best Digimon in the game. I see you know class when you see it. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to be getting a Vmon ASAP. Just like how in Pokemon, we reset dungeon over and over again to try and get an Elekid, we will farm for Vmon. And he will be added to our team. Paimon best because it's a clown. Paimon's a solid Pokemon. Alright, we need our basic island. Oh, I realized we were talking about it. There's straight up just a Vmon right there. Alright, Gatomon, I'm going to ignore you. Welcome! This is the farm shop. You can modify your farm island here. Oh, are you Eli? Chief Glare contacted me. Do you have the farm island card? First, name your farm island. You can't change it later, so be careful. How many are we off of the new sub? We are at 31 sub points, so we are 4 away from... let me check just to make sure nobody's subs have expired. But yeah, we're at 31, so we are 4 away from the new sub arena. And now to name the farm. I'm gonna call this Dirkling Island because it perfectly fits. A farm named Dirkling. I see, that's a nice name. Now next, I'm sending an access pass to your farm PC. Okay, that's it. Congratulations. You are now a farm island owner. Please come back to the farm shop in Sunshine City. Thank you. 31, man be getting all those subs. Yeah, I do be climbing. And I'm hoping that the community, as it grows, will also go and support all of the other Stoke lads. Doing this collaboration with Connor, obviously, hoping that through my own growth as well, we'll be able to help Connor reach the 50 followers that he needs to begin his affiliate journey and join us in the awful Twitch emote gang. We're done with these settings too. I'm so happy. It's our first farm island. Eli, you can use the Digifarm PC now. That's great. Ooh, /Angemon is a cool Pokemon. Digimon even. I don't actually think I mucked around with him too much because he required like going down a route that I wasn't ready for. All right, so we're gonna skip what she's talking about, but we are basically gonna talk about, you can see our island is now on the top. If we go to Ultimon,
we can remodel the farm island. This will allow you to either buy a new island, or you can modify an island to buy a BGM board or a terrain board. The BGM will change the stats that you get. You can see it up top as a percentage. The growth rate of each type of Digimon will change based on the BGM that you have, and the additional XP rate that you gain, just straight up raw XP, will increase or decrease depending on what island you have as your terrain board. You can also do things like buy expansions that allow you to have more equipment on your island. And you may be wondering where that equipment is. We talked to Guilmon and we can buy farm goods. These farm goods are super useful for EV training. Cam, you do have some solid emotes. My first like non-me emote is obviously Vmon, and it's a meme one, but Jade is going to be working on some emotes very, very soon. She's working on some for Jamie right now, but once she's done with those, I will be filling out my bit emotes very, very soon to have some good stuff. The bit emote is going to be moving over to the sub emote very, very soon. Pretty much as soon as we hit it, I'll port it over because I do have instant uploads now. So no more waiting around, which is very nice. I'm not going to buy any of these just... Actually, no. The first one I'm going to get is going to be the defense one because I need Agumon to hit a defense stat. And then these are just the normal shops. If you want to buy equipment from Salamon, we can do so. Equipment, very, very useful for just powering up things. I'm not going to muck around with them yet because obviously we have no shmoney. And then consumable items are from Biomon, who... Okay, no, we do get Digi-Reviver. But, you know what, I'll get some healing stuff. Just because I mentioned the no death run early, I'm going to consider... I'm gonna see how long I can do it. If it happens, it happens. Guilmon, another one of my favorites because of Gallantmon. Guilmon is my brother's favorite Digimon Digimon line. He is a massive fan of Gallantmon Crimson mode, and Gallantmon Crimson mode in this game is actually unbalanced, like legitimately unbalanced. He has a high crit 3-space holy attack that has like 220 base power or something ridiculous, and the fact that it hits twice is just insane. It's movable as well, it's not a fixed target one, so he just annihilates you. We played against each other when we were younger. It's like, I got my Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, I'd done so much to power him up, and then my brother just rocks up with his Gallantmon Crimson mode, and he's like, yo, you see if I press this button and your whole team dies instantly? Yay! Yeah, you come over here. Oh, look at these not imposing rookie level Digimon. Oh, it's you, Eli. Union work, right? I know about it, be careful. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. I thought you were gonna force your way out like the other three. Other three? Anyway, I wonder where these three went. It's dangerous outside. I hope those three are doing all right. All right, so yes, the background character discourse has already begun, and we already are going to have to go save the Dum-Dums. Hey there, what are you doing? We don't know what's going on outside. It's dangerous. Ha, we're fine. Hey Kempa, hurry up. We apologize for acting on our own. Don't worry, we'll be all right. Spoilers, they will not be all right. Then here I go, see ya. Well then, suit yourselves. I'm reporting this to Chief Glare. I'm telling. I'm just letting my cousins know I'm live actually as well. //twitch.tv/me. There we go. Go ahead. We're gonna prove to everyone how dependable we are. Spoilers, they were not dependable. Just got easy man in ranked on DBF Big Sad. Rough. Another Digimon I like, I'm not honestly sure if it appears in this game. Terriermon is a really great Digimon. I think Tamers really, really pushed how fun that Digimon is. I'm not a massive fan of its actual line, but oh, okay, can we just ignore them? I'm not a massive fan of the actual line of thingy, but I just like Terriermon for his interactions with Henry in Digimon. Oh, Ancient Greymmon's a solid one. I don't think it's in this game, no. I quite like the Champion, the Ultimate, and the Mega. Alright. Yeah. I think Gargantumon's also funny because he just straight up commits illegal acts. He just straight up just opens fire in a parking lot, blows up a bunch of cars. But also the fact that he just straight up opens fire on Rika because he's just had enough of her. I believe it's Gargomon is Terriermon's champion level. Oh, Eli, it's you. I'm glad. I didn't know what to do when we got to the Login Mountain. The wild Digimon suddenly attacked us and I got separated. Tompe and Cheetah kept moving on. I should have brought Digiar and the gate disc. Yeah, so a gate disc is basically your escape rope. It just dips out. Yeah, no, she was just flaming as per usual, and Terriermon Digivolves is like, chat shit, get hit, and just unloaded. What should I do? Should I go back to the city? Yes. Okay, but I'll go back to the city. I'm only in the way here. I'm really sorry. I didn't know what came over me. Please take care of Tompe and Cheetah. I do love the sped up. Instead of having a run animation, they just speed up their walk and just have them just bolt. It is quite funny that she's just like, she's walking and then she knows and she just sprints off. Oops. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this and we're gonna go back to the Digihome because even though we came straight from there, we're not healed up in the slightest. All right, yeah, that's right. I learned a different move, didn't I? All right, so step one, get me out of here. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I used to be super knowledgeable about Pokemon, but for whatever reason, Digimon knowledge just straight up has not left my brain. It is quite impressive how little I've forgotten, especially about this game. Oh, she's already back. Please take good care of Tompe and Cheetah. You got it, Chief. I will say, the only, like, well, okay, there are issues with this game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. But one of the things I do kind of wish this game had was more of the, like, full body sprites. Like, obviously the sprite work is very good, but there's no, like, character splash art of this. So you don't really get a massive feel for what every single character looks like outside of the very, very short portraits they have. Like, even if it was something like Final Fantasy Tactics where it's a bust up, I think I would like that. I probably should have gotten Digisaw to replenish my HP. Please don't do much damage. Please don't do much damage. That's a surprising amount of damage. All right, so you unlocked Small Breath, I think, or it was Claw Attack. All right. Saw a bird just fly past our window. Let us get the chest. All the chests in this game are permanent. Here I got Digimin 80S. So the Min is for healing and the SAR is for MP. Unfortunately, grinding is going to be kind of rough to start with here because of the game being very, very forgiving and only giving you like one Digimon at a time. Luckily, because Budlightmon is so much stronger than all of my other rookies, we should be fine as long as he one-taps. Does Salamon's line end at Anjuwamon? Anjuwamon is not the end of her line. She can actually go into Ophanimon, and she can do it without DNA digivolving, which is a huge plus. Grande Cruz. Oh, don't do that. It's mean.
Holy shoot.
It's looking elsewhere. Understandable. She did kind of get rolled. I want to make sure you die, so I'm going to spend the extra mana on you. And you didn't kill. Alright, small breath then. Ophanimon or Magnadramon, the pink dragon. Okay. So I'm going to quickly do a thing that I do in all of the games, which is sort by MP. I will basically always sort by MP. What's his strongest element? It is that. So we swap that as well. So I can mash. So there's the friendship meter. Lucimon by DNA Digivolving with Lady Devimon. Very nice. Alright, so your strongest is that, and you are weak to the punches. And then you can see her friendship is at 1 heart, which is why she's more likely to just be looking away. And she only has 2 moves, so I don't really get a say in anything here. They say balance, but... Okay, we now have a gate disc to get out of here if we wanted to. Lalamon definitely drags her feet for a good portion. Alright. But yeah, don't worry, we'll be doing DNA Digivolutions. I will also try and armor Digivolve some stuff. Because I do love my boy Vmon, I am going to try and get a couple of them. Because if we do that, then... If we do that, then I can do stuff like get Flamedramon, get Magnamon, stuff like that. Especially Flamedramon, because Flamedramon is one of my favorite Digimon of all time. That Lucimon was Ophanimon instead of Lady Devimon. Yeah, I can see that. Also, Monodramon is going to be one of the first Digimon that we actually get, because Monodramon can go backwards into stuff that's really useful for us. He's also one of the strongest Digimon that's in the opening area. Ugh, that did so little. Nice. I'm also going to center align my Digimon, just because being left aligned is really annoying. It upsets me on a mortal level. We're going to keep the same orientation. No, we're not. Yeah, Monodramon, as I was saying, is going to be our first Digimon that we actually, like, get. I mean, he's going to be the one that I'm actively chasing. If the percentages end up taking us a different direction, they take us a different direction. One other thing to note is you can see that the MP is pretty high on Rise and Kari. When you level up in this game, you actually get your health and mana fully restored to maximum, so it can be a huge blessing to do the extra bit of grinding to take you back out if you were about to have to use items to restore. So Kari gonna get the level up, gonna get back up to maximum HP and mana, which is why it was okay to spend for her earlier. We're already in the second area. And we got Gatsumon and Vmon. So Vmon and Monodramon are gonna be our opening ones. We're not going to be able to take down Vmon straight away, so we're going to go for Gatsumon because... There. Ooh, that's not good. I really need him to, like, level up. Preferably an entire fight ago, but... here we are. See, I didn't want to use this. I didn't want to use this just because he's gonna level up so soon. But I also need him to get the XP. I need to not Gatling Punch him.
V headbutt.
Alright, Raging Machine. That's going to hit 2 spaces and is going to lower the steel resist. Ugh, Gotsumon is such a fatty. I should have gone for Vmon first. I didn't think that he was going to be such a pain to take down. Alright, Gotsumon is now down. So I'm going to see if I can do... If Kari survives this turn. Nope. Well, we've learned that Gotsumon is 100% a pain in the ass. Vmon is level 15, yikes. We might need to muck around in the other area for a bit. Just because we are clearly under-leveled for this area. Yeah, Gotsumon was level 17. I didn't even look. Gatling Punch 1. Gatling Punch 2. Don't crit, for goodness sake. That was super inconvenient. The crit chances... Okay, now we're back in here. The crit chances... calculated per swing. Yeah, this is our only double. Alright, so there's 2 chests. Yay, Armadillomon! I need to make sure that I check how much experience away from level up Budlightmon is. He's gonna use the claw attack and it's gonna crit. Not great. Pepper breath. Because you should level up soon, so I'm just gonna go all in on spending your mana. Respectable, but kind of inconvenient. And that's going to cost me a little bit more mana. That's unfortunate. Alright. So 21. So he'll level up in like 2 more fights. Alright, so we got a min doubles, which replaced the double that we had to spend. Oh look, it's Gotsumon again. And he is not Gatling punchable, that's for sure. I don't actually know what his weakness is. See, I was worried about leveling up. Ooh, Soulful Kick to start, not nice at all. Yikes, dude. Were we really supposed to just mill around and grind in that first area? Because we went from in training level Digimon. Can you use Digi-Eggs on Vmon? Does it turn him into Flamedramon and Ragemon? So you can actually use any of the Digi-Eggs, or nearly any of the Digi-Eggs on any of relevant Digimon, and it will get you some other crazy cool stuff. Don't crit. So did you know that you could use the Digi-Egg of Courage on Wormmon in order to get a Wormmon variant of Flamedramon, whose name I forget, but he's very, very cool looking. They fully expanded it in this game. They've got armor forms for pretty much every Digi-Egg, and they go. Some of the designs actually slap, like genuinely actually slap. You can get Flamedramon, Ragemon, you can get Magnamon, and then you've got some other like less kind of ones. Shadramon, yeah. Alright, so there's another gate disc. Alright, we're gonna stick in this area for a bit just because it's not the dark gray area, because the dark gray area is probably the problem area. And also I need these two to to level up, which really means I should be taking more care of Rise, but then he's just gonna level up anyway. And Armadillomon seems to run it down mid every single time, so I'm less concerned about that. I am more concerned about Armadillomon, that I'm gonna run out of mana actually, but the crit is actually gonna help a lot. Oh, she does her turn. Please kill. Oh, crit, perfect. Yeah, because of the Digi-Evolution chart. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that whole chart just shows kind of how wild some of the stuff can be. 47 XP till next level, so that's 2 fights. This is risky. $36. Ooh. I realize I don't have equipment either, which is probably what doesn't help. How much cash do I have? 430 bits. You use Digimon knowledge on Vmon, you get Honeybeamon. Yeah, so definitely some like weird Digimon choices you can get. But there are a lot of Digimon. I think any Digimon that can use any Digi-Egg, like a Digi-Egg, can use like all of them and you just get different results for each one. That's annoying. Yeah, okay. Oh! He got away with it. Come on, bruh. And we're gonna use Gatling Punch. And if you double up on a Digimon with Gatling Punch, it will smart reassign to the next available Digimon if it is not overlapping, which is very, very cool. And of course, now that I've done this, and now that I spent the health on keeping Rise up, now we're just gonna run through it like no problem. To waste the healing item. I played it safe. Now I'm gonna get rolled. If you use Digi of Hope on Armadillomon, you get Sheepmon. That's awesome. Hey, Kari learned a new skill. So she will be slightly less useless. And this can get us out of here. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna get our spoils. There is no rush for Login Mountain. I believe the boss Digimon is level 25. We really do be blitzing through this game. I do not remember this being so much of a problem. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten very far in terms of XP. We've just been kind of roaming around. But to give some insight into the Digifarm, I'd be able to just talk to any Digimon that's there, make them do any training. But we don't have anything, and I don't think you start with any goods. Yeah, I didn't think so. And then Digimon list. You can check and see who's in the party. Check and see who's on the farm, and just every Digimon that you have. As you can see, we have none, and we will be using the Digilab PC in order to synthesize Digimon using DigiConvert. Which, if we scan by just the scan percent, Patamon is our closest one. Monojamon. Oh, we can't even like show off their tree until then. So yeah, there's a lot to do. It needs to obviously be at least 100%, but the further you get it, the better stats that it starts with by very, very marginal increments. Use the Digi-Egg of Sincerity on Gatomon, you get Kabukimon. Kabukimon's a funny looking Digimon to say the least. It's annoying we can't do any quests yet, but since we have no Digimon to get, I'm not going to get farm equipment. Instead, I'm going to buy regular hit things equipment, but I don't want to. I don't wanna. All species level 10. So basically, only he can use it right now. I need to get cash, which is the most annoying thing. I need cash, but also wait, I just looked at the prices of that. That doesn't seem... This costs the exact same as just buying 2 of these. This is only useful in combat. This is where you finally get a discount. Wait, discount? No, it's not even a discount. You have to pay more. Disgraceful behavior. Disgraceful, disgraceful, disgraceful behavior. Why have I been atted? Ah, right, it's for Rivals of Aether. Alright, see, I don't want to buy the Novice Blade because it's so crap. Like, it's only 3 attack, whereas if I wait a little bit and spend 3 times the amount of money, I can get 3 times the equipment. And I'd be able to put that on Agumon and at least improve Agumon's consistency. Because, yes, it would help Salamon be slightly more even, but instead of being even, I would rather just allow Agumon to do better, and then Bud Light be chillin'. We are gonna keep rolling through Login Mountain for now, though, just because I want to be able to get a Digimon, put them on the farm so they can start leveling up. Ooh, there we go, getting 2 of them this time. And we have Monokuma acting up. McKagan with the follow. Welcome to Hyperspeak Academy. Enjoy your stay. How are you doing? The former Nexus World Champion. Mr. Keegan, how you be doing? Yeah, the only slight downside to there being 2 of these. Still undefeated using your main deck. Yes, you know, it is, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to you not being gimped by testing out alternate decks and showing why I'm sure the deck needs to be nerfed even further. We're completely reprogramming the game from scratch, so it should run a lot better than it was, even though it was running okay. It's just there were some logic errors that were really slowing us down. But hopefully, over this summer, now that I'm officially free from the shackles of university, we'll be able to put some of that extra time to work and get the game testable, so we can at least actually start doing some live testing. With it all automated, you can reclaim. Yeah, it's like using completely 0 blueprint now. It is all C++. We'll probably use blueprint for like visual logic stuff. Yeah, I would love to actually play, just like play in general in a fully automated version instead of sitting over people's like shoulders explaining the rules and watching to make sure everything's going, seeing how people do things. I would love to also be a tester instead of a referee. It would be nice. That said, every time I test I lose, so yeah, it'd be like that. But yeah, the information about like that test will 100% go out once the build is closer to a ready point. But I'm looking forward to it. You miss it, keep having to have 4 tabs open to play. I mean, if it makes you feel more at home, you could always open up that extra set of Chrome windows. Oh, it was a travesty, but we are definitely hoping to streamline a lot with the digital stuff. Also, you won't need 4 tabs open and a piece of paper and some dice in order to track everything that's going on the board. And there will never be the moment, do I have enough mana for this? Have I made a mistake somewhere and made too many plays? Alright. Let's roll through this. It's so much harder to cheat now. Oh yeah, you know it. The computer's not going to be letting you get away with anything. Unless there's a bug, in which case it'll let you get away with something you should not be able to. And hopefully it'll be promptly patched out. But the game is now officially balance-wise until... I need to sneak through here so I don't get ganked. Hopefully... the game's balance is not going to be changed. Any like paper testing is pretty much like done with its balance now, so we won't get balance patches until we can actually start doing rapid testing in the digitized version. So any broken strats that may occur will stay that way until we can get a lot of stuff done and decide whether it was worth it. Claw attack needs to be above small breath. Alright, let's get out of here first. For the sake of my ability to mash, I need to turn that around. Yeah, pretty much. Keep it in alpha, so the only people trying to actively destroy the game, people that will tell me when they have succeeded. Yeah, no, I'm super happy that we've gone through all the paper testing. Technically, I actually have one of the decks on me. What's my camera seeing? It doesn't show amazingly well because of lighting, but pretty much every card in the game now has a graphical render that is printed on like printed and sleeved. So not only do you not have to have all of these Word documents open in order to know, you know, the rules and what cards you have in your deck and what their abilities are, you can straight up read them off of the cards now, which took a long time to cut and do and make all of the renders. The mana costs are on them and for all of their effects now as well, with I think very, very few exceptions where I just zoned out. I was making some of these cards at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, as part of my FYP, I made those. So now testing, just even paper testing, is a lot faster now, just because there's a lot less faffing around jumping between Word documents. You just get to play. So when lockdown eases up a little bit, I'm sure we can actually run through some more paper testing where it's a little bit more streamlined. And again, hopefully before we go back into term time, the game will be testable, even if it is still on local machines. Gotta make more NDAs. Yeah, I'm glad people are still interested in the game, to be honest. A lot of, pretty much everyone that's tested it has gotten hooked on the game once they got like, it's got like that card game thing of where you think you have a good play, and then you finally get to do that play, and like the dopamine hits, and then you're hooked, and just like, yeah, I'm playing this game for the rest of the day. I definitely had one of the testers, like I would take it to Smash Society, and I had people show up to Smash Society literally to play the card game instead of playing Smash, which was great. It was really great for just knowing that the game is fun from like a completely like unbiased standpoint. People enjoy the game. It's definitely slower than like some games, but people enjoy what the game offers. Honestly, we've already hit the point where I'm just now grinding, which is kind of tragic, but even if it was a no-death run, wasn't a no-death run, I would be doing this anyway. How did you go about designing and balancing a card game? So step one was make a card game when I was younger in order to fill out the lore for a book that I was writing, where I was like, yeah, let me throw a trading card game into it. Let me throw a trading card game into it. Just so, you know, people have hobbies outside of like the main superpower or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I want to flesh it out so that way it makes sense. And then I made that game. Then, very, very important step is you lose the documentation. You lose the documentation you had for the game. And only vaguely remember how it worked. That's a very, very key step. That's how Nexus got hugely simplified, because I only remembered some things that I was unwilling to compromise on, and other things I just straight up forgot. And as a result, the game got simplified, and probably for the better, because I still think Nexus has some actual complexity to it, and the old format for Nexus would have been awful. I don't know how I thought anyone would get anything done. It was super restrictive. But then in terms of designing the game, you go through some of the strengths of things that you like in other games. See what they did well, see what they did poorly, things that you would complain about or want to improve on, and see how those systems can be transferred into your game. And playing a lot of other card games really helps with the design for learning what mechanics are particularly important, what things are important at high level play in other games. So for example, card economy and what cards are played in Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, are often decided by card economy. How negative someone's willing to go from the hand in order to get a certain effect off. So cards where a life point cost is the cost for the card, often people don't care about the life points. Like, nobody cares about life points. It's how negative from the hand do you go to play this card. So stuff like that was super important for learning how to balance around things like that. But then also the game has very heavy roots in Cardfight Vanguard, as obviously I am a massive Cardfight Vanguard shill. Or at least I was. I'm not so much anymore because I don't like Vanguard G. I still play Vanguard 0. Hit Legend rank, by the way. And yeah, you know, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, we've summoned the man himself, Vermalingus, creator of the Vmon Pog. Yeah, field control and card economy are so much more important than life points. You can give or take life points, it's whatever. But how well can you lock down the field and stop the other person from playing is so, so important to high-level Yu-Gi-Oh! So, things like that were super important for learning what things could be super detrimental or degenerate for gameplay. It's also, yeah, milling used to be a cost. It's like, send this to the graveyard, you're like, ooh, and then now you have decks that just, their graveyard is their second hand. So milling in order to get an effect is, oh, what's that? I have a way to set up future combos as a cost for doing this right now? That sounds great. So like, Yu-Gi-Oh has changed, and currently there's nothing that really uses the graveyard at the moment, but I plan on doing it. Obviously, elements are super important to Nexus. We've got lightning, fire, water and like generic at the moment. But stuff like earth and like darkness, light, you bet your ass the dark deck will probably have some form of graveyard specific effects. So at that point, that's when we have to look at Yu-Gi-Oh! And go, how do we stop discard effects from becoming broken in the darkness thing? How do we stop spell cards that are obviously elementless, but are designed for darkness? How do we stop them from being exploited by decks that they're not supposed to, affect with? Because that was also a big problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is there are a lot of cards that were made just about too generic, that even though they were designed to work in a certain archetype, they actually end up becoming so prevalent because they're flexible enough to be used in archetypes that aren't designed around it, but can still abuse certain things. Like Connor said, milling your opponent used to be really scary. But if you're playing against a Light Swan, all you're doing is helping them set up, because Light Swan's abilities all activate from discarding them from the deck. So milling an opponent is helping your opponent because certain things just work out in their favor. Another good example is Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a broken card, like straight up. It used to be unlimited to 3, which, you know, as now a more experienced player, I don't know how they allowed that to happen. It can special summon itself off of any dragon type in the game. Very simple, you run that in a Red Eyes deck or any other dragon deck, you can get it out super fast. Once per turn, you can special summon any dragon type from the deck. Guess what type Darkness Metal Dragon is? You guessed it, it's dragon type. So it can summon another one of itself from the deck. And then that one can special summon another one from the deck. Oh, you managed to destroy one. It can also special summon itself from the graveyard. Well, another one from the graveyard. So if you have more than one, you infinite mill. You can just keep them alive forever. Super, super degenerate. But the reason that it got taken off and banned and then limited is because of other newer cards that were dragon types and then could suddenly be special summoned way and just basically cheated out way earlier than they had any right to be. But in terms of balancing, not only is looking at other games important, playing other people. There's so much design that I can have in my head for how I would expect maybe a combo to work, but it's not until you hand a card to someone else and they turn around and break your game in half that you go, oh, I guess that card can be interpreted to have that effect. And because it was paper testing rather than using a computer that has very, very hard defined logic rules, a lot of it was, if I'm playing with someone and they go, should this card be able to be used like this? The way I read it, it does this, and this is my explanation for why I think it does this. Generally, I would go, yeah, let's see what happens if you take it that way. And then it's like, all right, that might be a bit too strong. Let's maybe dial that back. Is there or is like, this card's explanation is a bit complicated. I don't quite understand what it was trying to say, and that's where you would revamp the wording in order to make it make more sense, make its definitions more clear, balance cards by having once per turn or twice per turns. One example I always think back to is Mr. McKagan, the Project Nexus World Champion, undefeated on his main deck. He got many cards reworked and nerfed in the Book of Arcane. The Book of Arcane wasn't designed to be like a world beater deck. It was supposed to be like a learn this game deck and then maybe branch out into the other elements and start learning their more specific playstyles. And he straight up turned around and went, nah, this deck broken. There was a card, where you could, let's see, we'll bring up paint. We're gonna bring up paint. We're gonna go on a super tangent here. So, the field for Project Nexus, you got the opponent's avatar, you got your avatar, you've got item, and then item. Welcome to the chat, Nabo. We're just going through some card game logic, talking about the card game that I got kickstarted summer of last year or the year before that. To be honest, I don't remember. I think it was last year. And just how the game has evolved from testing. So these red ones are your front lines, green ones are the rear guards, and silver are the item spells. The way James used to play a card is, so you basically had a 1/1 unit. If I just type in purple sprite, will this... No, that's going to take me to the U asset. Of course it's going to take me to the U asset, because it would be far too inconvenient to just bring me the image that we need. So we're going to actually just straight up go to the card art so you can just see it for yourselves, so I don't have to draw it as well. We have the unit. It's supposed to be a simple 1/1 unit, nice and easy to summon, not really capable of doing too much. And he turned that card into an absolute freak beast of a unit, which, in fairness, it was supposed to do, but not in the way that he did it. So if we take Purple Sprite, this unit, it can absorb arcane damage, and every time its HP increases, its attack goes up by 1000. And it was a free cost, basically. So, what he would do is he would make use of the avatar card, Giga Imp, drawn by one of the subs actually for this chat, Dante Demon Z. He would make use of this avatar card, and its ability, not only is it absorbs arcane damage, this ability, Arcane Flash, is an activate. So you pay the cost of 1 charge, which you can have a maximum of 12. You need at least 3 to summon this one. You would activate its spell, deal 1000 points of damage to all spaces on your board. And it's arcane damage, which means Purple Sprite is absorbing it. So instead of taking 1000 damage, it heals 1000 damage. And because its HP has just gone up, its attack goes up. So now this is a permanent increase whilst the card's on the field, by the way. So its HP is now 2.5 and its attack is 1000. And then he would flash again. And then he would flash again. They would flash again. So not only does this deal damage to units in the front line and just, you know, tick damage to your opponent's avatar, it's also turning Purple Sprite into an absolute freak beast of a unit that has 6000 attack points and like 7500 health. And you're just like, and instead of like attacking and making other use of stuff, he would just flash, deal damage to my front line, and then his Purple Sprite swinging for 11,000 attack points and just one-shots anything I summon that hasn't already been killed by the flash, and he would just keep doing it. So now that card has a hard twice per turn on its effect in order to stop you from getting to like 12 charge, spending 11 charge on Arcane Flash, and turning 1 Purple Sprite into an absolute nut. So, but it did show that, one, the design choice that I had for Purple Sprite was there, and the card could be used by skillful players and turned into something great. It did, however, show the ever hammered home importance from Yu-Gi-Oh! Of putting hard X per turn uses on stuff that can be used for combos, because it does damage by itself and it buffs units to make them crazy. So that's a very memorable example for me of how cards like this just got straight up nerfed because of our current Project Nexus World Champion. Truly a brilliant mind, and we have to nerf cards in order to restrain him so he doesn't become an untouchable God King in this game. Because as we all know from every trading card anime ever, if you become too good at a trading card game, you immediately become evil and try and take over the world through children's card games. And this is an adolescence card game, so think about how dangerous he could be if he was just left alone to his devices. And all the cards in the game are free, so it's not even like Kaiba, who has to use his corporate wealth in order to just amass an unbeatable deck and try and take over the conglomerate. It's free, so even little Timmy could become a villain. He hasn't tried it yet, but he's planning. He's waiting, obviously, for when when the game is digitized and he can just do it from the comfort of his own home. But yeah, there's been many instances of balance in Project Nexus where we have grossly underestimated a player's ability to abuse certain mechanics. The current Project Nexus World Champion actually also is a pioneer of his deck. If Mr. Keegan here is the man that keeps Arcane on the map, the person that took the Book of Flame deck to its fullest is our current world champion, Dylan's. He showed that by slowing down the game a little bit on that control deck, you can constantly remill units from the graveyard in order to just play really consistently. One of the things that I had trouble with when I was testing the deck is I would have trouble keeping resources on the field because I would be able to get 1 or 2 back, but then I would just start suffering because they were getting blown up too fast. And Dylan really showed how if you're playing the deck right, the deck is actually very good at what it was designed to do, which makes me happy as the lead designer for the game, because I designed every single card in Project Nexus. So seeing the decks played the way that they were supposed to be played feels great. Not being able to do it myself in a non-controlled environment is big upsetting. If he isn't using his corporate wealth on cards, he's spending it on hyper-advanced tournament blimps, or he's spending it on very, 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 very expensive private jets styled after his favorite dragon type unit. Because if you're not going to know that the PS5 really, really, really likes Blue Eyes White Dragon, how else is he going to show it to you without buying a private jet and ignoring his little brother? I guess that is the one upside to this game being super grindy. I just get to chill with chat when nothing interesting is happening. So I hope you guys all have, you know, extra things to do to keep you somewhat occupied whilst we just chill. Because we're not continuing with plot. In true Elixar fashion, we are going to be spending a lot of time not doing what we're supposed to be doing. I might actually loop back up into the dark area, so that way we can try and get more Vmons, because we're not getting them at all. We're not even getting Monodramon, which is the problem, because Monodramon we can at least take to Vmon as well. And they're all level 10. Ooh, that's not great. Everyone is level 10, which means we can now actually equip the... not Novice Sword, the Bronze Sword to all of them. So we'll get out of here now. I think I have enough bits. Wait, I not get any cash from that? 765. Okay, yeah. So we can buy Agumon. We can buy Agumon a Bronze Blade, and then I will try and continue with the story. And the only reason I'm trying to continue with the story, or maybe get Vmon, is to unlock the ability to actually do quests. Because we basically... the way I play Digimon World Dawn is I go from left to right. I go from left to right through all of the species quests, and then I do the story quest to continue. It means I'm always at a decent level. I always have decent points, and it means we'll be able to go on through the ranks pretty simply. You don't think it's responsible to give Digimon a sword? You would probably be correct, Ash. But that said, we did just come from a game where people were running around with torso-sized robots and just, you know, handing out a magnum to said robot for the equivalent of 10 Great British pennies. So responsible protagonists are often not present in the games I play. I played this game in so long you barely remember most of it. I haven't played this game in so long, but for some reason it is knowledge that I am physically incapable of shaking. Storing important maths equations? Nah. Remembering useless Digimon tech? I got you. Remembering how to crash the Guardians in Halo 3 so you can go cheese a skull and for some reason it didn't work in the beta version of the game? I got you. Alright. Important that we actually saved, because did not do that. I guess following the puns, it's definitely going to be like night and day swapping between our series. For those of you who don't know, we'll be doing this. This series is part of a collaboration with the man Vermalingus, as part of my drive to hit 35 subs and just continue the train going, and part of that drive also to get Verm up to 50 followers, so that way he can begin the affiliate journey. A very entertaining, niche-ass game player like myself. Mine at least are tied to series you might have heard of. If you want to go to like page 59 of the Steam page and wonder what people be doing there, you can, you know, Connor's channel. That's the sort of content you'll be finding. But you know, as part of everything, Digimon, World Dawn, and Dusk, we're playing them at the same time, both starting today. We're going over from my playthrough around about 9ish, if he's ready to play, over to the start of his playthrough, and hopefully we'll be able to match some pace. Which, you know, all things considered, is kind of easy once you have more and more Digimon, because if one of us is trailing behind in terms of story, the other can just swap onto a B team and start leveling that B team instead of running the A team. Sometimes you play known franchises like Castlevania. if it's a franchise you've heard of, it's probably an obscure spin-off where the main character can do capoeira for no discernible reason. Alright, how much damage is it doing? Alright, the crit was kind of unnecessary, but okay. Alright, so the dark area is this one. Let me out. I guess we'll continue going. I don't fully remember my way around this. I'm kind of just either letting muscle memory carry me, or there's another Vmon. Lovely. Alright, Hawkmon is level 14. That's quite rough. I want to take out Hawkmon first. Even though Vmon is stronger, I feel like the fact that Hawkmon can hit 2 people at once makes him a priority target. We're gonna duff the man. Hit him in the chest. Okay, he's, yeah, Vmon is stronger by a little bit. Alright, Gatling punch down the middle. Nice hit. A19. Okay, nice miss. Nope. Holy shoot. No, actually, let's Gatling punch. We'll spend the cash on Gatling punch, because if we kill Hawkmon with the first one, then we get a second hit on Vmon. I mean, admittedly not for much, but it's better than whiffing. The Pepper Breath. Because you resist melee. Holy Shoot does 30, so I guess we go for Holy Shoot. Nice. I do like a lot of the sound design in this game, but there's occasionally a couple of instances where the game is a bit piercing on some of its things. Like the miss sound is a bit too high pitched for me. I don't know if it comes through like that for you guys on stream, but for me, in my headphones, the way they're like EQ'd is pretty rough. I just found out that May is coming to HOTS, which means I'm never playing Heroes of the Storm again. They took everyone's least favorite Overwatch character and added her to a MOBA where nobody's allowed to have fun anyway. So we can already see the boss is up there. This was a very, very quick area. Chill out. Hey, sorry. Amazing. Yeah, no, nobody wants that. Nobody wants. People already complain about walls and CC in general, and then you're adding a character whose entire existence is CC and suffering. To be fair, I do actually enjoy May's right click. However, I understand fully that nobody enjoys playing against May at all, which is fully valid. She is a cutie, but she is also a demon spawn. Her left click doing slow, awful. It then doing freeze, where she can just headshot you for free, awful. Her headshot just in general doing a load of damage, awful. Her wall, awful. Ice block, mate, awful. Yeah, no, she is the embodiment of no fun. But she's also meta is the problem. She wasn't meta for a long time, and then she became meta, and then nobody had fun. I might just... Ooh. What are you? Ah, another Vmon, lovely. Only one, because... I think it's just because we're not high enough level. Alright, so... This is 13 mana. That's 12 mana. Alright, well, we'll spend the extra cash. Oh, you'll love to see it. Lucio's fun. See, because everyone just leveled up, I'm less wanting to spend too much mana or take too much health damage. I say that like I didn't just go for a chest for absolutely no reason other than it's there. But I do kind of want to start the fight. We got the Digidar 150D. Alrighty. We could attempt the first boss. Oh, Manodramon's at level 80. Manodramon's at 80% though, so actually, I'm gonna change my mind. We're gonna get Manodramon. We're gonna put him in the farm, and then he can be gaining XP whilst we do the main storyline. So apologies for people that are new and thought that when I said we were going to do plot, I actually meant it. That doesn't happen here. I'm gonna do plot means that we may do plot within the next hour. Ooh, running out of here is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna try and get out of here without dying, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, Armadillomon. Ooh, and you're very far away. Not that it matters, we have no spread moves. We're gonna go for Hawkmon first because I know I can put Hawkmon in the ground. Target selection in this game, very important just because resistances and stuff can be very, very heavily exploited. Okay, one down. Connor, have you figured out what team you're gonna go for at the start, or are you just gonna go in blind like I did? Blind by just general negligence and forgetting that I even got to pick a team because I've always autopiloted onto this team every single time. I'm spending all the cash on the way out because it doesn't matter. Oh, don't do that, 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 don't do that. Prepare breath. Alright, so Agumon not looking so great. It's probably an understatement to describe the amount of health that he has right now. But if we just go through here... Damn it. What do we got? Hawkmon. Alright, Hawkmon is now officially going to be joining the team as well. Manodramon was actually the one we wanted, so there's still a little bit of grinding to do. So I'll probably end up healing Greymon whether I like it or not. The beak down the middle, wind resist. He actually has a lot of wind resist moves down. And take no prisoners, take no damage. We'll at least be getting out of here with a Hawkmon, but let's try an RNG for a Manodramon. That would be lovely. What am I doing? Why did I go that way? Alright, that's an Armadillomon, that's not what we want, but he's slow, so we can actually beat up on him pretty hard. And we just gotta hope that he doesn't go for Greymon. Oh, we have Scardonia making his presence known with the host of 3. Much appreciated. Josh for bringing the raid. I knew that was going to happen. You like Infirmon? Fair enough. I mean, it's a very, very good line. Just welcome to the chat. Hope you had a nice stream. Nice and stress-free. You're playing, was it Metroidvania? Oh, Metroidvania. One of the, Metroid Fusion, even. What's your opinion on Diaboromon? I love Diaboromon, personally. British weather and talk. Oof, you've been getting the issues I've been getting. Gotta be calling up the ISP and threatening to move to any of the other crap ISPs. Super Metroid, very nice. Well, I'm glad you had fun at the very least. It's a shame that you didn't get to go longer because of internet. It's definitely a suffering I feel. I've actually been streaming at a higher bitrate as of late, which is nice. Currently, I'm just going to check before I talk out of my ass. Yeah, we've had basically no drops, 0.1%. So it's been very, very nice. One day you'll get a real job and upgrade your PC. I respect it. Being out there trying to get the employment. See, I've always talked about that. I was like, man, a PC building stream would be fun because at the very least you're suffering with people laughing at you as opposed to just suffering. When I built Jade's PC, I got to suffer with her mum laughing at me whilst Jade was at work. And it was only marginally less stressful than just suffering in general. But I want to pick up some real cash because I want to feed it back into the homies, support all the gamers, and we will rise up. Duffering inside because Lily is such a bot character. Well, I mean, her healer's automatic, but she's still a meta healer, so I don't know what to tell you, Chief. Really, the play would be to not be playing Heroes of the Storm. All right, are we really gonna not get Monodramon and instead get Patamon and Hawkmon? That is Jamathus Jamestein, the legendary moderator, or not moderator, depending on what part in the stream we are in. I'm just gonna mash Gatling Punch because if it kills Patamon, then it was worth it. If I run out of mana, I'm leaving. I'm gonna throw that out there as the extra clause. If I run out of mana, I'm done. Is the scan system the same in this? Yeah, so it is 10% if the Digimon is a rookie and you're at the normal rank, but it will go up faster if you're a higher rank, and then it gets scaled depending on what level it is. So Gotsumon and Hawkmon go up by 10 because they are rookie. The in-training Digimon go up by 20 because just of being normal rank. But as we go higher and higher up the ranks, it would improve. All right, it has been done. Jamie, you're gonna have to wait. Just like you're gonna have to wait for Lily to actually do something. You are going to have to be timed out. Man, I will say timing you out on this new keyboard definitely feels so much nicer than timing you out on the old keyboard. So see you in 5 minutes. By then, you might be 10% of the way through a HOTS game, because MOBA's resident sleeper. It does indeed never get old. If there was a way to have him not lose his moderator status every time, that would be great, but you know. I did indeed get the pink TKL. I mean, I can just unplug it actually. But first, let me turn the lights on so that way you can see it. You want to see my keyboard? You got it, Chief. Alright, so, keyboard. No, that was the wrong command. The keyboard is... I'll take the feet down just so it's easier to hold. This is my new keyboard. Is the Ducky x Varmillo crossover. Is the Maya Pro Series Sakura. It's a 65% keyboard. It's super nice. It's basically just a special version of Varmillo's VM68 keyboard. It's not got an aluminium case. And basically, it's a Varmillo keyboard. Like, Ducky don't do anything. They market the keyboard in the UK, and that's it. And I say market the keyboard on the UK. What that means is their logo is here. Their logo is here, and supposedly Ducky are in charge of selling it in the UK, or whatever. But Ducky's shipment comes from Varmillo. There's Varmillo on the USB. It's a literal. It says Ducky x Varmillo there, but the board is a Varmillo board. You can actually buy this through Varmillo's website. The PCB is Varmillo. The keycaps are Varmillo. And like I said before, it's literally a special edition version of the Varmillo VM68. So Ducky don't actually do anything except boost the branding in the West because people don't really know Varmillo. But yeah, it's a super nice keyboard. I've got black switches in it, so it's a heavy board. And super nice. Switched out the escape key to have the little Sakura blossom on it. And I've been super enjoying it. 100% would recommend Varmillo to like anyone. If you're switching away from like a gamer brand keyboard to just like a more enthusiast keyboard. The fact that it's removable USB-C. If it was my old keyboard, it would be such a pain to try and pull it out. I probably would have to pan the camera down rather than just be able to unplug the keyboard and show it to you. I've got so much more room on my desk now. I posted it in, I think it's in the just general chit chat channel in the Discord, in the So Games Discord. We're just comparing desks. It is so much cleaner now. I've actually redone my desk again and hoovered it, cleaned it, so it's super nice. You're gonna get grinding. Good luck with Digimon and Babamon. They are a pain together because they are they ultimate level Digimon or mega level Digimon? I kind of wanted to say mega. Ooh, Raging Machine. Don't do that. This indeed is not Pokemon. This is the vastly superior. Definitely wasn't them cashing in on the success of the other one. Tamagotchi clone that is Digimon Digital Monsters. Okay, they are mega level. That's what I thought. But yeah, people always think that Digimon is a clone. Digimon is a clone of Pokemon. Wrong. Digimon is Tamagotchi. And I'm not joking. Literally, the same company that did like Tamagotchi felt that Tamagotchi was too feminine, so they did what they do best and change the digital sprites to be slightly more animalistic and market them as monsters. So the boys. But yeah, OG Digimon is Tamagotchi. Is a Tamagotchi clone. It's great. I didn't have a pendulum keychain, but one of my friends did. I'm also sad that I never got like one of the crest necklaces. I think the crest would have been super cool. It is invalidated modern Pokemon. Very true. I mean, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, great game, now on Steam. Although, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll probably play Digimon Cyber Sleuth after it. But a little known JRPG on its 4th iteration got ported to Steam recently, 4K. Persona 4 Golden now exists, and I think that might be the game that I get next. I think it might be the first game I've bought for myself in a very, very, very long time. And I'm glad that it came out after I graduated, so I'm not juggling uni work and playing my favorite game franchise. One of my favorite game franchises of all time. Admittedly, one of my least favorite in the series. Admittedly. But that doesn't change the fact that it is still a game series that I love. I do still love Persona 4. I just love it less than Persona 3 and 5. P4G might be the next game I play. Unless, of course, I am being forced to play Sonic Free Riders. To be honest, I would love to go back through P1 and 2 because I barely remember anything about P1 and 2. Whereas P3, I know like the back of my hand because I've played it too many times. And P5, I do enjoy. I'm not going to give this thing a name. Hawkmon is Hawkmon. Tokamon is Tokamon. Okay, so you were lucky that P1 was your introduction to the franchise. I started with P4. And not just that, I started with Persona 4's anime. So, like for a lot of people, Persona 4's anime was my first one. And then I went back into Persona 3. And that is how I fell in love with the series. Like, I really liked Persona 4 through the anime. And then I went back and watched it. I can find the anime of P3. This was before the movies came out. I went back through Persona 3 FES and I was like, this is better than P4 in every way. And then I went through another went through a playthrough of P4. And don't get me wrong, I do love P4. It makes so many improvements on the battle system of P3, but I just love the story and characters of P3 so much more. And then P5 is honestly a fantastic game. But P3, I think they could probably improve the story a little bit by making some pacing changes. And then revamp the combat system because it's old and archaic and overly complicated and also dumb. The story does get... I think P5's story is better than P4's story, or at least it has more weight to it. P4 had the novelty for me of being a murder mystery, but, you know, there's, like, for people that doesn't do anything for them, I think that P5 has a stronger story than P4. The cast, I'm not going to comment on. I don't care massively for some of P5's cast and a decent portion of P4's cast, to be honest. It's weird because P4 was my introduction to the series, but I don't have rose tinted glasses for P4 at all. Like, it doesn't get any bonus points for introducing it to me. P5 does have Tai Takemi and also Sadaya Kawakami, which speaks volumes for just characters. P5 really made up for the fact that P4 only has Naoto, and that's it. Like, the severe imbalance and lack of waifu in P4, with the exception of Margaret and Naoto, and to be honest, I tend to forget Naoto's even in the game. It's really tragic that P4 just lacks the waifu power. But then they just kind of overdose in it in P5, and it's lovely. To be fair, Aika's pretty great. I think especially in the anime, Aika is like one of the best characters in the entire anime. They did her really, really good justice. But I do love P4, and I probably will go back for it. And I may, you know, maybe it will reinvigorate just my like for the series, or like for that particular installment. P4 has Nanako, but she's the sister and also like 7. I guess there's Rise. Rise's not... I don't mind Rise. I actually like Rise. But Naruto is superior and Margaret is best girl by a, like, cosmic mile. Wait, I just realized I never actually put anyone in the farm. They named their router Chie. I respect it because Chie is always there for you. She is the homie. But unlike the toaster, nobody has any special feelings for the router. If you typed in your router on a particular letter number website, you probably would find nothing for the router, but the toaster, everyone loves the toaster. She is the homie, but she has no waifu power. She does, however, have ridiculous gameplay in one of my favorite fighting games, that is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. So she does get bonus points there, and she's not hot garbage like Yukiko is. Alright, let's put these in the Dirkling. Also, if anyone does want to lay claim to any of the 2 Digimon that we have gotten so far, whoops, let me know. Because just like with Pokemon, everyone that is a sub and or VIP can claim a Digimon and name them. The thing I say about Chie and Yukio is Mystery Food X, which, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think anything else really needs to be said. Nothing's floating your boat. Yeah, that's respectable. We are very early on in the game. As the creator of the VPOG emote, you may indeed claim the first Vmon. I would usually put Vmon behind like a wall of some sort because he's my precious son. But Dave the Vmon will indeed be our first Vmon if we can get one. And if not, what we'll do is we'll grind for one, like, whilst doing the story quests. We are coming up on 8:15. So I need to actually fight this damn Digimon. So I'll do that, and then we'll unlock the story, the species quests. I'll try and do at least one species quest before we go. And we'll be heading over. We'll be heading over to Vermilingus' channel. It says your favorite type, so whenever you get one, you'll hop on one of those. That's fair. There's actually some solid dog Digimon. Like Tentomon, absolute homie. Kabuterimon, kinda weird champ, but he's cool. And Mega Kabuterimon is just a sick Digimon, like straight up sick. And he's good in Digimon Rumble Arena too, as well. We've done a decent job with the grind. I think level 12 should be enough. Oh, actually, I say that. Are we supposed to... I wasn't paying... I only checked his Digivolution route. So... He's at Friends 60. What's his defense stat? His defense stat is 78, and it needs to be 90 by level 20. So we're on track for that. You've got Akuamon in your squad. Hercules Kabuterimon is sick. I like Quagamon as well, actually. Alright, Gatomon, level 18, friendship 70. What is her friendship? So that is 60... Oh, I would have called that 70. I guess she's like just under 70 then. Hey, Manojamon will be joining our party after this. Don't you worry, I will get you a Terriermon once we once we have access to Terriermon. It's gonna be one of those games where I vaguely remember where stuff is, but not enough. Just kind of like with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where it's like oh man, yeah, I should be able to get that. And it's like, oh no, this thing is in like an endgame dungeon for absolutely no reason. You could start with Terriermon, but Terriermon's line, as far as I remember in this game, isn't super diverse, which means you'd end up with Rapidmon, and nobody wants Rapidmon. Alright, this one's a freebie. So we're just going to make sure it dies. I don't want to take any damage unnecessarily. You're going to go with the BLM team, I like it. To be fair, Black Agumon, sick Digimon. Just like, definitely one of the Digimon where I prefer its Black variant over its like default. Because the only thing for me where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, the Black variant of this Digimon is cool is Black Metal Garurumon in Digimon Rumble Arena 2 is a pretty cool Digimon. But apart from that, I don't really care for Black Gabumon's line at all. Alright, I hope this kills. I respect it. Alright, what we'll end up doing is we'll probably end up healing right before the boss. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save and not heal before the boss, because I can't remember if the gremlins heal me right before the encounter, and I would rather not waste health items. We're going to take down Monodramon first, because he is weaker than Vmon. And also, we can't stop Vmon from attacking, but we might be able to stop Monodramon from getting a second turn in. It's unfortunate we didn't have as much skill as I liked. If I hadn't spent as much skill at the beginning, I might have been able to avoid... this situation where I haven't been able to buy 2 blades. Because having a second blade, so that way we're not going in dry, would have been super, super nice. But instead, we're just going to be going in. Agumon's going to be equipped with a blade, no extra equipment, which is a bit unfortunate. Can you get any of the burst mode Digimon in this game? You can indeed. And in fact, we will be getting the burst mode versions in this game. I actually need a second Agumon because unfortunately, in order to play as Shine Greymon burst mode, you need to have Shine Greymon ruin mode first. And because DNA Digivolutions permanently remove the partner Digimon, you can't scale back. The line starts at ruin mode and there's nothing I can do about it. So in order to go into Shine Greymon burst mode, I'm going to need a ruin mode first. So I'm going to need 2 Agumon, so that way I can turn one of my Agumon into Shine Greymon ruin mode and the other one into burst mode. I would prefer to turn Rise into burst mode because, you know, he's my homie. I've had him since the beginning. I wouldn't want to corrupt him and then have to go get a new Agumon. Feels kind of bad. So, it will probably be at the point where I will treat them like brethren. What I did last time when I played was I got them, both my Shine Greymons, perfectly ready for DNA Digivolution. I did ruin mode and then I did burst mode right after, and I always ran them together so they would have the same experience points. I felt super good about myself. Also, I realized I put those Digimon in the farm, but can't you carry like 6 Digimon or something on you at all times instead of 3? And I could have just swapped them out. So that way they're gaining proper XP. It's too late for this information now, and also we're looking at another Vmon. Someone just brought up how we've had a major JRPG release once a month for the past 4 months. P5R in March, Final Fantasy in April, Xenoblade in May, and P4G in June. That is very, very true. There was a timeline where we were going to be having P5R, Cyberpunk, and Final Fantasy all in the same release window. But thankfully, through the magic of delays, RPG fans didn't have to collectively commit seppuku to split themselves into 3 different digital beings so they can consume mass media at the same time. Yeah, I may take those Digimon out of the farm when I get back then, but it's too late. I don't feel like turning around. How are we doing on health? Those two are getting rolled, so... we'll... Oh wait, no. I said I wasn't going to heal. Alright. So the strat is we don't heal. We save. Oh, for a second I thought the me going into the save was the cutscene starting. You are fully back now. Well, good to have you, my man. We are about to go into the boss fight. You've effectively missed 45 minutes of grinding and me talking about Project Nexus for a hot spiel. We're going to do the first boss of the game. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly throw to my new BRB because I just want to check something. Turning around and making the slow walk back to heal is the most memorable part of Digimon for me. That's very fair. Let's set up. Oh yeah, what do you think of the new BRB? It's also my new stream beginning thing. I realize that should not have... I really need to take the countdown out of this folder. So, because it's not always part of stream information. So, there we go, I'll hide that. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. I worked on it for like a couple of hours to get it ready. But anyways, yeah, that is that. We are ready. We're ready to hop into it.
Are you mocking me? Did you really expect to defeat me with those skills? How dare you mock a Quillamon, ruler of Login Mountain? I'll crush you.
Sees boss sprite in the distance. Me. Initiate nope.exe. Nopeman.exe is pretty cool. Yeah, the transition do be tasty. I'll be rocking the best girl in all of Persona. That is Mitsuru. Rocking the So-and-So Games skin. It's actually from her Astral Finish. It's super nice. And it's also the first like After Effects render that I was actually quite proud of. Darn, it wasn't supposed to be like this. Cheetah, here he comes, watch out! This is bad, he's way too strong. Tompe, let's apologize and ask for forgiveness. Or turn our backs whilst a vicious creature is about to end you. Eli, what a relief, help us!
Who are you? Do you want to fight me too? Do you really think that you can defeat me?
Yes.
Don't mock me, I'll crush you all at once.
Alright, so chat, what we've learned is the dweebs are useless. Okay, so that was interesting information. We have learned that the dweebs are 100% not going to help us in any way, shape, or form. Let's just make use of the excellent features of the DS Pro. And roll back. Just like the netcode that's going to come to Rivals of Aether 2, if it ever exists. All right, chat. Lend me your energy because we're gonna run in through these through this dude and see if we can at least get one species mission done. I say that we're not even at half past yet. What a relief! Help us. I'm going to do our best to put Aquilamon in the dirt the first time and clip those wings. The very first boss of Digimon World Dawn. Our trip to Login Mountain has been quite a long one. He's going to open up with Sonic voice this time. I forgot to switch around who's who. I guess this is the composition we're running because I cannot be bothered to reset for it. And it doesn't really matter too much. Good thing you didn't start early. Very true. But yeah, if you're ready for 9, then I will happily hand off at 9. See, what I should have done is I should have checked to see what Hawkmon was weak to, so I could check and see what Aquilamon's weak to. But we're going to start with Gatling Punch, see how Gatling Punch does, and we're going to do Holy Shoot and compare. So that's 45, Alright, so the second one missed, but that could hit around about 90. We're just gonna be mashing Pepper Breath for Agumon, because that's the smartest option. Raging Wind, he's gonna mistime that. Or misspace that, so that's only gonna hit 1 instead of 2. The Raging type moves always reduce your resistance to the Raging element. So Raging Wind is gonna be reducing our wind resistance for the rest of the game, which is, well, for the rest of this fight, which is gonna be actually more annoying the more it adds up. That's 59 hitting twice. So that hit for just under 120. Hers hit for 45 twice. And that hits for 63. So Gatling Punch is going to be the way to go for both of our Digimon, probably, if I was to wager. Just based off of Lalamon, it makes the most sense to just keep doing Gatling Punch. It doesn't help that that one's missing. Blast Shot only on Lalamon. Alright. But Kari looks like she's doing okay. You know, we're channeling our Akihiko. We may have used Mitsuru as our transition, but Akihiko is going to be the man that we're going to channel our energy. We're just going to keep hitting them. Just keep punching. Just 1, 2, body, upper, and Roccio Piazza has redeemed the posture check, and we shall sit up straight. Thank you for keeping my spine in check. And welcome back, Jamie. It has been much longer than 5 minutes. So you can tune in right for the end. Right for the end of a first try encounter with the bird Digimon that rules over Login Mountain, or ruled, shall I say. We get a double level up there. Kari just going to miss out by 7 XP. Unfortunate. What did you want to say, Jamie, before I time you out? You probably... No, I don't think you can time yourself out. Also, you don't have mod. And it's a good thing that you don't have mod, because then I don't have to give it back to you until after you return from the darkness. Only 3 timeouts left on Jamie for this stream. Alright, fine. I will allow you mod. I will allow you mod so you can point the gun at yourself. Second time this stream. Yep, so there should be 3 left. There should be 3 left for this stream.
What was I doing here? Was I fighting with you guys? Can't be. I feel lightheaded. Did I catch a virus?
Yeah, I didn't think you would be able to. So let's just well, let's just do that. I've also decided every single time he gets timed out will be for less and less for the stream. So it'll be 300 to start, 250 after that, 200, 150, 150. So that way, the moderator is still here occasionally. But we got like a whole school bus in here. And you know, Jamie's running outside the bus trying to keep up. I'm sorry if I caused any problems while I was half asleep. I'm gonna go home. See ya. Thanks, Eli, you saved us. I want to say that only applies to the monocoins ones. It's also mostly so that way people save their monocoins so they can time him out for the full duration every stream instead of all in one stream. Where's the bus going? The bus is actually heading over to Town Vermilingus. We took a slight detour, you know, traffic on the M25, so it's a little bit of a detour that needed to be made, but we're actually heading over to Town Vermilingus, where it will probably be nighttime by the time we get there. Beginning of dusk, probably. But that's our duration. I mean, these two are probably on to destination ass beating from Glare for breaking the rules, getting in trouble, and embarrassing themselves. And I'm on my way to a promotion, probably. Wait, how much? We'll do one fight because she's about to level up. And there's another Vmon. You'd love to see it. 60% on him, so still 4 more encounters left to go. Woof. It'd actually be really annoying if Kari dies. I would be genuinely surprised if she did, but I would be kind of upset. Very nice and easy. Finish him with a Holy Bolt. And our Vmon is ever so slightly getting closer. So instead of buying a sword, what I actually might do is I might buy equipment in the island. So that way what I can do is I can put Agumon in the island, train him, take him out of the island. So that way every time I go home, we have the chance to make him buffer. But we're gonna head straight over to Glare. So that way we can get our rewards from our quest. And then spend that cash accordingly. Glare, don't you think they've had enough? It seems like they've learned their lesson, that they are background characters. Eli, you're back safely. Welcome back, well done. I heard about Login Mountain from Tompei and the others. The enemy attacked not only the city, but the entire digital world, including the digital area. The virus the enemy has unleashed has polluted the object program of the digital world. Eli, there's no telling what will happen next. Stay on the alert. I'm counting on you. Well then, Tompei, Cheetah, and Kemper, as punishment for causing everyone problems, you guys help with the systems check. Do Eli, Komachi, and Pulse's work also. Yes, sir. We're back to doing system checks again. Why don't you go to Login Mountain again alone? No, not that. No, I can't forgive them. They left me all alone in Login Mountain. They just went ahead without me. I'm sorry, Kampa. It's just the heat of the moment. We thought that you were right behind us. Yeah, sorry, Kampa. You're really brave, so we actually thought you were in front of me. It do be like that. You gotta look after your homies. Can't just be leaving her in just Login Mountain. What if she ran into the Night Crow, even though they have no access to where we were? Take on a quest. I don't feel like it. If you don't take on a quest, you won't become a great teamer. You just gotta go to the Shine Center and take on a good quest. Alright, so we've been forcibly walked in here where it's gonna give us the rundown. They sure have a lot of staff at the quest counter. That's right. This is the Holy Species quest. This is the Dragon Species quest. This is the Aquan Species quest. And this is the Bird Species quest. And then the other thing is where the plot goes. You're currently making a copyright-free playlist for stream if you want after I'm done. That does sound cool. I usually use Google Play, so I actually have a lot of access to some copyright-free like radio stuff. Or not radio stuff, but like Google Play does like a lot of stuff that allows you to get away with it. And the ACAB, you know it, Fredo. We're nearly done with our union work. Well, nearly done with everything. Welcome back, Jamie. Quests have a different difficulty level. You've got Monster Cat Gold. Is that what you're using to get the like royalty-free music? All right, so what we're gonna do is, I think we can have all of these quests at once. Nope. All right, so what is it we're actually doing? So we gotta go talk to Gummymon in Shine Plaza. That's fair enough. I have a Google Play Music subscription, so like I'm free from all of that, thankfully. Gummy Plaza, I believe, is this way, and Tapirmon is. Wait, it was Tapirmon, right? It was Find Gumimon, but talk to Tapirmon. Alright, so this is Gate. Oh wait, is Plaza this way? Plaza is this way. Hall was the other way. So the one I want to talk to is this one. Never mind. No. Was it Tapirmon? Like, am I going crazy? Oh, it's talk to Gummymon. Fine Tapirmon. Well, now I feel stupid. You gonna listen to my request? Thanks. During the earthquake, I got separated from my friend Tapirmon in the Thriller Ruins. Since then, Tapirmon's been missing and I'm worried. Will you go find him for me? He's probably still there. Alright, there we go. I realized... Did we not get any... like... anything from Glare? No cash or anything? Alright, so this is farm goods. So what we're gonna want to buy is... Oh, they cost so much. What we want to buy is this, the auto puncher, for 1800 bits. So I'm gonna have to do these species quests for sure in order to do that. Time are we on? 36 past is the time. So we got time for sure. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Thriller Ruins, which means we're not gonna be going straight into the Digimon that I wanted to get. Actually, wait. Speaking of Digimon that I want to get, there's no reason these boys should be chilling in the island when I could take them with me for no reason other than I can. They'll get much more XP this way. I'm not gonna buy the sword though, as much as I did kind of want to. It doesn't make sense to do so. Oh, I can also get Monodramon here as well. So let's move you. I should have done this the other way because I'm gonna have to do it again anyway. So he is a speed type, strong with fire, weak to electricity, and Monodramon. About 5'2", you probably hit live and give everyone transition time. Awesome. Yeah, so I'll probably be there by either 9 on the dot or probably like 5 past, depending on what we're doing. Hopefully people are sticking around and are looking forward to seeing what the game looks like from the other side of the coin. And now we have a full party, even though one of them isn't in training Digimon that we have no plans on using. Monodramon is interesting because his Digivolution route allows you to go... That was an interesting button press. His allows you to go back down to Vmon, which is actually why he's usually a target Digimon for me to get. Although, I say that, you need to have Chibomon first, which is super annoying. Which is why I usually try and go back down to him. I'm like, wait, I can't go to Vmon. But, because I haven't gone to... Wait, if I view stats... Yeah, okay, no, it's only letting me show the stats. If we go through Monodramon's route, you can go through Dinohumon, and then from Dinohumon, you can go to Cyberdramon, who is a really cool Digimon. Hawkmon, again, doesn't really have much because he just has Aquilamon, and then after that, it's DNA time. But interesting thing to note, in Digimon 02, they get their Armor Digivolutions, and then they eventually unlock Digivolution and basically never go back to Armor Digivolutions except for very particular circumstances, especially once DNA Digivolution is on the table. According to this game, Flame Dramon and the rest of the Armor Digivolution are classed as ultimate level Digimon. Which means Davis and that were actively picking weaker Digimon because of recency bias. Justimon is pretty solid. I love Cyberdramon's design in general. For the sake of making progress, I'm going to go to Thriller Ruins and try and blast through the quests before we hand off. What I will do though is I will go and acquire the data for Vmon after, whilst Connor is streaming. Yeah, they were like, Flame Dramon is champion, but he's actually ultimate level in this game. And then, that is a good point. Magnamon and Flame Dramon are basically treated the same in terms of damage output. He's probably weak to light, right? You're probably going for Flame Dramon. I mean, I plan on going for Flame Dramon anyway, because I love him. The first Vmon I get, Dave is probably going to be going down the... Ooh. It depends. I need to check and see how you get the first Digi-Egg of Courage. Because Dave... I really just went up this ladder and went back down. Dave will either turn into Flame Dramon, or I will take him down the Aero V-Dramon route. All Force isn't in this game, but All Force's line of EX V-Dramon and Aero V-Dramon are in the game, but I don't think All Force is in the game. Fair enough. You better hope that Ben doesn't have the points. You better hope that Ben doesn't have the points. It's gotta do the test. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, and you've been excused as well. He's having a relaxing weekend. Fluffy getting away with actual murder, not being timed out. Kind of never adding that button, but you know, that's fair. That is fair. And we got the posture check as well. Okie dokie, making sure that I'm sitting up straight, making sure the dab didn't ruin my posture. I'm now sitting up straight, shoulders back, arms nice and relaxed. And we have a Kokuamon that's actually putting up a much greater fight than I thought it would. He really is. The man has been gifted a sub, he's the one that just chills in chat. He's always there. And you want to make me hydrate as well? Drinking. Nice big hydrates over here. It doesn't cost much. Made it cost more than the posture check because it ultimately means I then have to go and pee later. Which, for the longer streams, has resulted in me having to get up like 4 or 5 times a stream just because I am being made to drink so much. Consume H2O. That's where the 20 comes from. It's not just like 200, it is just the 20. Redeem it 40 times so I have to chug it. You know, it has been like that. Drink a gallon a day. It's a good feeling staying hydrated. It also means that my veins don't go all veiny. We've got the hydrate redeemed. All right, there you go. You've accomplished that. Consume the sea. Poseidon cannot pose a threat to us if we destroy the ocean. We are at war with Poseidon. Kokuamon actually kind of puts the sting on to Kari. Only Kari though. I don't know if he just like has a problem with her. I don't know. The problem is these fights also take just about long enough that I forget what I was doing. Alright, so we got another gate disc so we can get out of here. Pagumon. Not to be confused with Pogumon. How long are we streaming till? We're streaming till around about 9, and then I'm handing over to Connor, and he's going to be playing Digimon World Dusk. Fun fact, you'll actually be seeing Thriller Ruins. Because as far as I remember, the first like mission is in Thriller Ruins instead of in Thingy. I don't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing Thriller Ruins in Connor's playthrough. But yeah, it's just going to be big Digimon hours. Where Connor and I can sync up, I'll be throwing over to his stream where I can. Help this man get to 50 followers and join the affiliate gang. But how are you doing today, Jack? Oh, there he is. There is Tapimon. Huh? Gummimon was worried and looking for me? Then you better hurry back home. We have secured Gummimon. You got time to do this. Alright, good luck with whatever you're doing. Can join the... Ooh, is it? It's being the big poo-poo. Give Dusk players easier edge. I mean, Darkmon. Can you leave her alone? Alright, so you need to make sure that Pagumon doesn't get to whack on you. And the rainwater was hurting me, so I had to stop working. Yeah, you got a new power line adapter? Okay, that's good. I mean, it's you weren't even on wired before, so it is definitely 100% better than what it was. You know what? Hit Kari again, you won't. Hit Kari again, you won't. That's what I thought. You won't. Exactly. Exactly. And now she's gonna clap back multiple times. Ooh. Will she crit again? She won't. Not gonna kill. However, a claw attack is all we need. Never mind. You know what? Because that missed, I'm gonna double down on the amount of MP that we spent. Necessary? No. Important to make sure that it doesn't miss. Yes, we now got the Thriller key, which won't be useful for me right now. However, you'll be seeing what that Thriller key can be put to use for very, very soon. Ooh. But yeah, next stream, I'm back on Monday. You can actually now use the new Twitch schedule tab to see my schedule. Currently, it hasn't changed from what it was before, where it was a little bit all over the place, because I'm still trying to find conventional employment. But when I find conventional employment, you know I will be changing my stream schedule to one that's slightly more consistent, because I'll kind of just know what I'm doing with my life. So if I land that job, hooray. If not, then who knows? Wacky stream schedule may continue. And then, of course, Connor's stream schedule is just no. Sometimes it's just after me, and if that's possible. All right, so will Kari make it out of here unscathed? I know I was supposed to be rushing. We got 10 minutes left, but if the next species quest is as... Yeah. If the next species quest is as easy as this one was, then I should be able to bash it out and not be too late in handing over to Connor's screen. Oh, you haven't missed much. We basically walked into one room, walked up a ladder, and found Tapirmon, and he said, oh, okay. We found out that Kokuamon hates women. Which is kind of tragic to see in this day and age, but you know, he is literally built after a stun gun. So maybe there's just some residual anger. Residual anger in Kokuamon, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna head back. I'm sorry, Kari, that you once again took the L. I think we now have to talk to Gummimon to finish out the quest. Which is good because we're on our way there anyway. I'm glad Tapirmon was safe. Thank you for finding him. Now get your reward at the Shine Center. So that is excellent. Let's go get our reward first, then we'll heal up. Shine Center is over up. So Shine Office heads to Shine Center. If you go inside, we can talk to any one of these and we'll get the request complete. So 60 Tamer points, 3,200 bits, a Novice Blade, and a well done, please work hard with your Digimon. And then we'll go back in here and we'll be doing a Dragon Quest. We're going to be talking to Vmon in Shine Square, which if I remember correctly is this way. I think, no, Shine Gate is this one. Time somebody else out. You're going to be timing out Fluffy Tail. Okie dokie. I see that you're keeping up on the late justice. I respect it. We do have to have law and order here. So Fluffy, don't you worry, you'll be back in around about 5 minutes. You'll be back before the end of the stream. Thank you for prompting Jamie to make me drink a lot of water and for doing the nearly streamly dab. But actions have consequences. And I shall see you in 300 seconds. Oh, make it 2 minutes. You know what? Because he asked kindly and I was waffling for so long. Oh, wait. Aren't you like Fiuffy? Because I manually type mine in instead of just right-clicking. So I nearly forgot. But it has indeed been 2 minutes. A reduced sentence. You gonna do me a favor? Don't tell anyone, but I want to eat an L mushroom. I heard you can find them in Chip Forest. I can't find any. Could you go take a look? That's because Vmons just do not be taking L's. They are a superior Digimon. Justice needs to be served, but man gotta catch the end of the stream. I respect it. We still got around about 10 minutes, so he should be Gucci. We're gonna head over to the shop to spend some hard-earned cash. Went looking for L's and couldn't find them. Vmons just stay winning. So let us buy the auto puncher. I'm not gonna buy any equipment yet because we should be able to get through all of the species quests without needing any equipment. They should all be pretty easy. The last one was find a Digimon. This one's find an item. I think one of them is actual combat. The only Digimon that takes L's is Leomon on a daily basis. It'd truly be rough out there for the big-chested lion. That said, though, Bancho Leomon is an absolute chad of a unit, and I will forever love him. I think you can get Bancho Leomon burst mode in this game. I don't remember. We want to take Rise over to Dirtling Isle. Yes, he will lose all of his equipment. That's okay, because we're going to go to the Farm Island. Set of goods. Going to throw the auto puncher in. And then training. Nothing. Nothing. Defense up by 1. Defense up by 1. Defense up by 1. Alright, so we went +3. Saber Leomon is also very good. Alright. To bless the end of the stream. Why is it the images just straight up do not work? I'm gonna... You have piqued my curiosity as questionable as that link was. Nah, it didn't work. Unlucky. There was an attempt. Alright, so now we need to put him back in our team. And we need to equip him back with his blade. We'll give Kari a blade as well, just so she can defend herself ever so slightly better. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Gabumon without the fur. You know, it's summer. It's hot. It's hot. He's having trouble. He's having trouble keeping cool. So he's got to shed the fur. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. So our next quest is go to Chip Forest to go and get ourselves an L mushroom for Vmon, because they do stay winning. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to get a Digivolution done by the end of the stream, unfortunately. Just due to the fact that it requires level 20 for the one I want. Gatomon might be possible. And this is where we start seeing the bug Digimon as well. So who knows? We may be picking up a Digimon for Juice Boy soon. We see a little seedlet just get annihilated. Hey, and we got Kunamon, not to be confused with Wormmon. I think Wormmon is in this area, but he's a little bit later on. Kunamon might be a little bit of a problem, so I'm just gonna... Ooh, gonna go for Super Shocker. Apparently Kunamon also, like Kokuamon, misogynist. Luckily though, we now have the blade on her, and she's gonna clap back with a vengeance. You love to see it. And we're just gonna Pepper Breath Gummymon. Wow, that actually didn't straight up one-shot. Don't spit at me, that's gross. You might spread a virus. And now I'm gonna have my Bud Lightmon act out if you don't observe social distancing rules. I'm also, speaking of social distancing rules, I'm going to split up my Digimon in order to keep them safe, Kappa. Alright, so there's a teleporter straight out for whatever reason. We haven't even done anything and they're giving us a gate disc out, which is a bit alarming. Which means we're probably supposed to go in the complete other direction. That did a lot of damage. You have the tackle. Where are we going? And it's just in training Digimon as well. This definitely seems like we are in MASH 8 or MASH territory. It is really nice to have all of like your main 3-party Digimon just trek behind you. You're never walking around alone. Pokemon could take notes. You know, they did it a couple of times. Only with one Pokemon, your lead Pokemon, but nah. It's about having the whole squad behind you. Especially when you're running around with Mega level Digimon, just... it feels so good. Alright, this was the correct direction. Alright, so we found a Kunamon. I realize I don't actually need to be as conservative with MP at the moment. When you have Biazmon Blast mode in Cyber Sleuth, he's just chilling on a motorbike. That is so cool. Oh yeah, that's also a good thing. If you guys want me to play Cyber Sleuth at some point, I'm open to it. I think because P4G came out, I might not make it the next like proper JRPG I play. Because, you know, Persona, it be Gucci. And they're both long games. Obviously, it would stay on topic to be playing Digimon to go straight into Cyber Sleuth, show what the newest, well, technically second newest installment of Digimon has in store. But Golden, every time I look at small things of it, I'm just like, man, there's so much polish for it. And if I constantly rave about how much I want P3 to come to Steam throughout the entire playthrough, not only may it give me another excuse to play P3, we also, you know, maybe people will also clamor for P3, so I'll just shut up. And then I'll have gotten what I wanted. And we'll get P3. Also 60 FPS Persona, you gotta love it. Yo, it's Mushroom Mons, the Gremlins. Dang, they both lived. Why do so many characters hate? Why do they just hate her? It is truly unfortunate. The lack of equality in the digital world. Will this kill? Ooh, kill straight up. At least she was able to defend herself. I'm going to assume the L mushroom is somewhere around here. There's our forest key. So we can go further if we wanted. So we might actually have to go further for this L mushroom. But first we go up here. Oh, this is a dark looking area. Ooh, a novice blade. To be honest, I think I'm just going to stack up Kari with the blades. She's gonna be looking like Wolverine by the end, by the time I'm done with her. And we got Tentomon and Kumamon. So we're gonna first just lay the smack down on Tentomon. And I didn't heal Kari. That was a mistake. I need defensive gear. I need it. Alright, we're just gonna double down on Tentomon. Because Kumamon, I don't think we can stop. Oh, I didn't buy any equipment either. That was a mistake. Not equipment. I didn't buy any consumables. Yep. Oh, alright, let's see how much damage we can do. That is indeed a Tentomon, the homie. Tentomon is now Dedomon. And Kumamon hopefully will be joining him. Yo, he actually, like, that boy swings. Alright, this will kill. Awesome. Yo, one less than 70 damage. You love it. You love it. Alright, so... Now we move Agumon back over there. Alright, well, a gate disc isn't what I was looking for. We went to get a drink. Yeah, we ran into our first Tentomon, and him and Kumamon put the hurt on Kari, because once again, misogyny is very, very rife within the digital world, apparently. The cat girls are being oppressed. It's truly rough out here. This is indeed a blessed area for you. This is like plant, insect, and there's a little bit of darkness. We got a Goblinmon. We're gonna take out Kunamon because we can't do anything about Goblinmon right now. The coordination, what is this? You know what I said about Chip Forest? This is a rough one. I need to find this L mushroom. I do not want to be taking L mushroom. Let's see how much damage this does. Not much. Ooh, that's not good. Earth resist down. Yeah, this is rough. This is very rough. I think someone just learned a skill. Oh wait, that's MP, I don't want that. You know, I'm not convinced the L mushroom is in this area. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I'm surprised, to be honest. I guess I'm gonna try and go through the key door and see if it's there. We got Tentomon. That's okay. I mean, you've been following the leftmost wall in dungeons. I mean, it's a good strat. See, I think I was misremembering it with a different quest, because there is a quest that you go into that area and go interact with a Digimon. But I think I was just getting it mixed up. That critical was not great. Hopefully this will kill. Need it to hit first. Because hopefully I can get the L mushroom and just dip. Ah, this is another dark area. That's not great. Oh, quite risky. Alright, so one Goblinmon. We outspeed him though, which is good. Oh, and a crit. That's perfect. That's less perfect. But it actually did very little damage. Can you follow up on the greatness? And now you should be able to just claw attack and finish him off. Ooh, 14 mana, so he basically only has one attack left in him, but if we get lucky with an easy thing. Hey, we got the L mushroom. Want some minor backseating? Nah, it is okay, Conan. As you arriving was all I needed to have the knowledge in order to find it. So if this is going to be our final one, we're just going to run through it. And hopefully everyone makes it out of here alive. Because if we all make it out of this fight... If we all make it out of this fight, then everyone, hopefully, will level up, which means we'll be at maximum maximum HP, maximum MP, or only one person's going to get out of it, and that's going to be super inconvenient. I would rather level up in this area, though. I think the opening gate. Imagine nuzlocking Digimon World, it would be a nightmare. This game, I don't even think you could nuzlock. Just on principle, the game's early game is set up in a way that you can't nuzlock it. Because you would basically have to reset every single run at Sayo if Sayo targets your main Digimon once. Because those ultimate level Digimon will one-shot the rookie. And obviously, not having the rookie Digimon, rookie Digimon is the carry for the Digi-Egg fight, or the virus fight. And the virus is can be kind of rough if you get unlucky. And you can't grind at any point at that point yet, so you don't really have a say in how well it goes. All right, I need Kari to live one more encounter. Ooh, Digimon World, the first one, that would be quite rough. Come on! That was so unnecessary, dude. Why did it have to crit as well? If it didn't crit, she probably still would have died, but... Ugh, and she wouldn't have even leveled up. I'm not using a healing item. Oh, perfect. We've been giving a free one. I've watched a speedrunner for it. It's maybe your favorite nostalgia game. Fair enough. See, I don't know what my favorite nostalgia game is, and I don't know if you could call... I don't know if you could call Eternal Sonata a nostalgia game. It's definitely old, and I have fond memories of it because of playing it when I was younger. But I also am like a big shill for it now because I genuinely believe in the game. And once you get past struggling through its combat system, once you have mastered the game, it's Gucci. I mean, you could do... I've actually never played Hacker's Memory. I haven't seen like anything about Hacker's Memory, so that would be super interesting for me. I'm more familiar with Cyber Sleuth. And the best girl, not Nokia. It's interesting, it's a completely separate story happening at the same time. Ah, I see. I thought it was like a direct sequel. Well, we have a gate disc up here or something, don't we? I'm glad it gave us these free W's in order to get Kari to level up on 1 HP, but we're gonna make sure she stays safe by just Gatling punching everything. There we go. She's hit level 15. And I think she learned a new skill as well, but we'll check that when we get out of here. Let's hand Vmon his mushroom, and apologies for being late, Connor. Not only did I give myself the runaround like an idiot, I also just kind of got rolled by a couple of things. Alright, so step 1, actually go to the right place. Kokomon means Cherubimon, that is very, very true. And worst case scenario, if we can't get Terriermon, I will go through Gumimon in order to do it. I don't know why I call him Gumimon, Gummimon even. Hey Eli, welcome back. You found me an L mushroom, I'm so glad. Now I can eat it and really feel happy. I actually degenerated and feel really lousy. Thanks, Eli. Now here's your reward at the Shine Center. So, nice and easy. Our next mission is going to be from the Aquans. We're going to claim a nice 32 points, a bronze plate, which will actually be quite useful for just generally keeping Kari alive. And this one's going to find a water pillow. We need to talk to Betamon in Shine office, but that can be... We can wait for that another day. Actually, Shine office is right here. So... Thanks for taking my request. I need to go to Sunken Tunnel. I can't sleep well since the earthquake, but I had a water pillow that let me sleep well. I left it in Sunken Tunnel, so please go find it for me. We will do. But we can do that another time. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to spend the cash that we have received, go home, chill, say hello to Gatomon. In fact, let me also rearrange my items real quick. Speaking of Gatomon. Okay, you can't roll over to the top. So there we have those. We don't actually have anyone in our thing at the moment, but because I'm going to be actually getting one because of Vmon, so I'll grind Vmon off stream. Or at least I should. I'm going to go like get food and stuff, but I'll grind Vmon off stream. And let's get ourselves a new island so it's not bare bones. These cost quite a bit, actually. And these do cost quite a bit, so maybe I should hold off on those for now, especially since there's no huge rush. I'm gonna get some consumables first. Because there's been no actual like Digimon scuffles that we need to do. I think it's important that we actually just have proper equipment first. And I might just get a couple of these. We have so many of them, so I might actually just pick up. I'm not going to get any teas because I'm mostly keep them separate. And let's see what equipment, can we get any interesting equipment? We can get a silver blade. And now we can actually start getting cool stuff like this for Agumon. Can't get the EX speed ring yet because it's not here. Also, bronze is misspelled on cloak. For no reason. Scale scimitar. No, crystal sword might be useful. A broad rapier. No, I think we're just gonna keep her with the novice blades for now. Actually. Yeah, no, we'll do that. So. We'll change this out for the crystal sword, and we'll finally give Bud Light something to hold. Okay, that's awesome. Digivolutionary, let's just check and see how he's doing. We are at 70%. We don't have the Beast Digivolution data that we need yet. Beast Species XP. So, Beast, we have a measly 247, so that will be something that we will need to get from probably Chip Forest. And you didn't need anything specific because we're not doing Greymon. We are doing Geo Greymon, which means 5 more levels and a bit more defense. The fact that we've done one set of training with his defense should make it so that he can Digivolve soon. He should be able to Digivolve right away once he hits level 20, and Gatomon just needs 3 more levels. So we should be looking good for Digivolution for our partner Digimon in the next encounter, or the next stream. Unfortunately though, may need to do a little bit of grinding in order to get Bud Light up. But, you know, it is what it is. I think we can call it... Actually, before we call it quits, let's just see if we can put Rise back in the farm. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this all in one go. I think I messed up the first time. Yeah, I put him in the Digibank rather than Dirkling Island. Alright, so now if we go to the farm. Okay, he's still maxed out. Up by 3. Up by 4. Very, very nice. 60% chance to succeed, so not particularly high. Up by that. Alright, so up by 3. Curry was able to go up by 4. Very, very good. And then... There we go. Got in that extra little bit of grinding, and there we are. Actually, and I need to put the items back on them real quick. Ugh! I shouldn't have done the equipment before doing this. I think that was all we gave him. Pretty sure his was the bronze blade. She has the... Ooh. We could just spec her into defense, but... Actually, I kind of want to take... I want to give her the bronze blade. Because he can just take the extra attack, but then we can also not only increase her attack to be higher than what it would have been with the double novice blade, but she can also have this novice cloak as well, so she's just a little bit bulkier overall. And working things out. So thank you to everyone that tuned into this first episode of Digimon World Dawn. I have had a blast returning to one of my favorite DS games. You see, we've been playing for about 3 hours and streaming for just a little bit longer than that. And now the dawn is going to set, and we're going to head over to the Dusk over on twitch.tv/vermalingus. I'm going to send the raid over to you guys so we can head over to Connor's channel. I assume that he's live here. He's been chilling live and is good to go. So once again, thank you to everyone that lurked, everyone that chatted, everyone that redeemed mono coins for everything. We are getting closer to that goal. Hopefully Monday, my cousins will remember and they'll throw a sub my way, and I may just use the gift subs to round it all up. So make sure you're in that Monday stream, because you may find yourself on the receiving end of a gift sub. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and now go send my boy Vermalingus some love. If you haven't already followed me on the socials and on Twitch, go ahead. We got quite a few follows today, and make sure to show the same love to my man Connor, and I shall see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe out there, And make sure to stay hydrated. Until then.